Throw Gang, we are joined by the old money madman, Lawrence Schlossman, and myself, the Linen Lord, James Harris. Welcome to the weekly Running of the Boys with today's full episode, only available on
Patreon.com/throwingfits.
Wow, you won't be saying that much longer, Lawrence, am I right?
Oh, shit.
Big thing coming soon. Before we get into shitting Gwyneth Paltrow's bed, the summer footwear that we're fucking with, and committing crimes at a Yankees game, let's get into a fit check. Why don't you go first?
Did I sound like an old money guy when I...
Yes.
Yes.
I'm sorry, dear Gwyneth, but I've shat the bed.
Big things are coming soon.
You're telling me this mid-Atlantic accent is mid?
Is that what that is?
No. Well,
No,
yeah.
that's like a Baltimore accent.
Mid-Atlantic.
Yeah, but
That's like in the old...
This is just a snobby fucking old white guy.
In the movies that you watch
Jones.
while on your phone just to review them on Letterboxd, like the old-timey Criterion ones, that's a mid-Atlantic accent.
I'm going to talk a little bit about Lawrence of Arabia later.
Oh,
if you'll-
hell
if
yes.
you'll-
I
if you'll
can't
indulge
wait.
me. And that came out in 1962, and I was like, oh, shit. Like, I don't think I've watched a movie from before that, like,
Yeah.
anytime recently. If it's in black and white, like, because they hadn't invented the technology, it's not for me.
A screenshot of your Letterboxd review made it onto a group chat I'm on.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Because it was lampooned or celebrated.
Pretty lampoon, buddy. Though they were surprised that you didn't make it about yourself. You know, Lawrence of Arabia.
What's his last name? His name is T.E. Lawrence.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You see,
What's
if you
TE stand for? The Edgelord?
That's me. No, yeah, he's not a. I'm not. It's not a namesake thing. You know?
Okay.
He was a bastard, and his father was Sir. He was a baronet, and his dad's last name was Chapman. But because he never married his mom, never made an honest woman out of that hoe, he was T.E. Lawrence.
I also read the Wikipedia.
Oh, you did?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, I watched.
I know you're on your phone fucking liking every Instagram post, fucking buying more boat shoes. You're not watching that shit. Come on, let's be real.
Before I connected back to our white boy summer discourse that we're gonna have, I will say if anyone at home has 4 hours to spend, just
4 hours?
It's 3 hours and there's an
Jesus.
intermission, bro. There's like literally an intermission.
What do you do during the intermission?
I just let the fucking Academy Award winning score play. But yeah, maybe I hit the phone a little bit. Yo, what the fuck? Why are your friends so concerned with my Letterboxd reviews? This is not the first time this happened.
And then a screenshot.
And what are you, Trump? And then
Relax, buddy. Let's not get political. White boy summer. And then a screenshot of Chuck's recent review of The Intern, starring Bobby De Niro and Zan Hathaway.
Oh, and
hit the group chat.
And let me guess, everyone loved that because everyone loves Chuck and everyone hates Lawrence of Clinton Hill.
Yep.
Fuck, man.
Let me find.
Bro, what the?
No. I want to find the Chuck shit. Jesus, relax.
The intern is fucking fantastic. Have you seen that?
Well, because I watched A24 Civil War, and I was like, wait, what was the backlash against this? Why do people hate this? I was confused.
Because it was corny.
How was it corny?
Did you catch the line talking about the Great Antifa Massacre? Shit like that.
Okay.
Performative. Though the siege on the White House is gas.
Yeah.
That was cool as hell.
The whole movie was very tense.
Do you respect photojournalists more now?
What?
Photojournalists, do you respect them more? War photographers?
Yeah, man. That's the point of the movie, right?
I don't know. It seemed like it.
Chuck's review of The Intern, 3.5 stars, watched on June 25th.
Mm-hmm.
Booby De Niro and Zan Hathaway have a 2-hour rizz-off. Threw in an extra half star for Workaholics representation. The fuck was that ending, though? Awful. See, that's a review that is like informative, humor, has some utility. Lawrence of Arabia, white boy summer. All right, thanks. How many stars do you give it?
4.5. It's incredible.
Wow.
I was blown away. First of all, this movie was nominated for 10 Oscars, of which it won 7.
Yeah, but
the cinematography
it was 1962.
Yeah,
like 17 movies came out that year.
Another great movie that came out that year in black and white, To Kill a Mockingbird with Gregory Peck. He actually won Best Actor over Lawrence O'Toole, who played T.E. Lawrence.
I'm really sorry I brought this up. I'm really sorry I brought up your Letterboxd.
My final point about The Intern is that I think people looked at it and was like, this is corny, but it is good, if not lesser Nancy Meyers.
Okay.
Anyway,
Moving on.
It.
Moving on.
All right, why don't you do a fit check?
No, you go ahead.
Oh, yeah?
All right, I'll go start. Want to start? Well, are you like setting me up to like, I don't know, make fun of me?
No.
It feels like it. It feels like it.
Feels like all your fucking friends, my fake friends, fucking haters are making fun of my Letterboxd.
Hey, listen, you choose to put it out there, you got to reap the consequences, brother.
Can I just make one final point?
Yeah.
I use Letterboxd to catalog my own movie watching. It is not
So then
to
why don't
entertain the Vassar alumni
So
club.
make it private. Make it private then.
But then people can't follow.
Why do you need followers?
If they want it, if people want to participate in my cinema discourse, they are absolutely.
But that's not why you do it. You do it to catalog your own private viewing.
I like the end
history,
of the year
right?
stats. That's my favorite rap of the year.
So why don't
Fuck
you make it
Spotify.
private?
Maybe I will.
Okay.
Maybe I will. We'll see.
Why don't you just fucking aspire to be better like Chuck?
I mean, Chuck is the best of us, dude. I mean, I'm never going to deny that.
Yeah.
You know, I just don't like being lampooned by.
Yeah. Someone said Chuck is the only good person on Letterboxd. I said Chuck is the only good person. Asterisk. Like
Just
that's
final period.
Exactly.
End of story. Okay, why don't you start a fit check?
All right. On the feet, I'm wearing my brown Our Legace Clove sneakers, size down if you're interested in purchasing a pair.
Full size or half size?
They don't do half sizes. So I'm normally 42. I'm 41. The socks, big fucking item du jour. The socks are, they are ankle socks.
Right.
Black on brown, a color combination I know you love.
Oh, the best.
What I'm leaning into today. I did not wear my black hat because the lady's looking proper. The socks are Amazon ankle socks. I don't know.
Okay.
Just like Google or search athletic ankle socks.
You buy them in like
Amazon.
a 20 pack or whatever.
Yeah. Wear them for tennis, wear them for working out, wear them for just fits.
What can't they do?
What can't they do? The shorts are Stüssy X Tekla. Tekla, the bedding company.
I was going to say, bought your shorts at the bedding store.
Yes.
This is in Bed Bath & Beyond. This is the Beyond section.
Nice. I prefer the bedding company Magnaberg.
Oh, both are Scandi, right? Magnaberg and Tekla.
I don't know what Tekla is.
Should I look it up?
Maggie's
Is it
Scandi.
Is it worth it?
They collabed with Workshop.
Oh, yeah. Tekla Towel Fabrics. It is a fabric company based Copenhagen. So there you go.
The
hold on.
Swedish-Danish bedding wars rage on.
So let's talk about these shorts, right?
Okay.
These are great shorts.
Thank you.
I don't think I've ever seen you wear them. Maybe they're new. I don't know. But
I bought them at the Stüssy Archive sale at Ven Store last month.
Okay.
I think.
Oh, sick.
Maybe 2 months ago.
Shout out fucking Chris Green. Pull up destination shopping in what's the neighborhood?
Carroll Gardens,
I
think.
So these are interesting because I even saw a chick doing this on the train. And this is like
I saw what?
a chick doing this trend on the train. I needed to be more specific. Boxer shorts or boxer adjacent style shorts as shorts. I'm a fan.
Well, if you remember, Lawrence, when Yoakum first came on the pod and we realized that he loved boxers, and
add him to the list.
When Workshop dropped their first collab with Stüssy and I got flowed some boxers, I had said I want to take these to a tailor and add some pockets to them. Because these are big old fucking scratch your nut boxers while watching the game. And they work as shorts, but unfortunately, you do have a fly and you have no pockets. So functionally, not great.
Is there an ass sag?
A what?
Like a big old seat? Like, or is it like a normal?
No, I mean, these aren't boxers.
Right,
These are
but
shorts.
I'm just saying, is there still, because it's boxer style?
I mean, I don't know.
No, that looks pretty good.
I wouldn't even call these boxer style. I think that you are.
Oh, those are boxer style for sure.
In what way? The stripe?
No, they are boxer coded. They're draws coded.
You're putting your boxer context onto these.
So when Yoakum was on the pod most recently, he was wearing the Stüssy Our Legacy Workshop ripstop nylon boxer shorts.
Yeah.
I bought those when we were in Milano at the Slam Jam OL. Was that an archive sale? What was that technically called?
That was just a Workshop pop-up.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
because that's the beauty of Workshop is that they're constantly digging in the crates and like resurfacing hits, sleepers, stuff that didn't sell, stuff that didn't pass QC. That's like the true Workshop retail experience.
Right.
We only really are familiar with like on this side of the pond,
sure,
the collaborative end of it and like the merch side of it.
So I bought the same underwear that he was wearing on the pod.
Pause.
And on vacation, I wore them as shorts. Now, there are no pockets. The ass is sagging. And and it's not just me having no ass. Like that is like there is a big old billowy seat. Now, the one thing that made me make this attempt that I was clowned on relentlessly for in the court is that the fly has a button. It's not just, some boxers just have an open fly.
Yeah.
And even though I was wearing underwear under the underwear masquerading as shorts, I kind of was into the look, so much so that Jenna tried to wear them as shorts as well the other day, but just too much ass fabric. She looked too dumpy, so she passed. What do you think of just wearing straight up boxers with no pockets as shorts? Is that valid?
No,
Nah.
no,
Nah.
no, no,
Okay.
no. I think you're trying to do a thing.
I was absolutely.
You're trying to do a thing
for IG.
I think you shouldn't do that thing. I think that it's not boxer stolen valor, but it ain't valid. And girls in boxers, especially when like they roll the waist, like that's a classic fucking
leaving
indie sleaze,
leaving soccer
Abercrombie
practice ass.
Yeah, exactly. Walking the mile in gym class.
Yeah.
Type move. But boxers as shorts, nah, bro.
And I didn't need the pockets because I actually was wearing a sport coat that had pockets.
I'm so glad I logged off Instagram
while
you're doing this.
It was a bit unhinged and definitely performative. But
is this one of your dumps that I missed?
Yeah, I think it was my first dump from Italy. You can kind of evaluate the fit. Oh, and I was wearing the OL. And here's the thing.
I mean, I've already been mean to you by just
No,
telling you what people are saying behind your back.
Yeah,
right.
I mean, again, it's nice to know who my actual fucking friends are. Shout out.
There's so many dumps. Which one? What steaming pile of shit am I supposed to look at? This one?
Pull up the grid,
bro.
Yeah, there he is. Look at those. Those are boxer shorts, baby. I like that. I kind of, when he described them on pod, I remember being like, ripstop boxers, but it is a really nice fabric.
Yeah, but you got to wear them on cock and balls.
Yeah.
So you're doing, first of all, you're sucking hard on the cig.
You know it,
right?
Baby, mustache out.
Which your last 6 dumps lead with you going,
I was back in my cig era, baby.
Yep.
It's
you're going gay Mozart socks, not to spoil today's fit pick, but you're going gay Mozart socks, you're going boat shoes, you're going boxers as shorts, you're going untucked tee under a double-breasted, unbuttoned linen beige blazer, mustache.
Yeah.
Shitty slick back.
Shitty?
Or piece of shit slick back.
Oh, thank you.
And
There's a big difference.
Sucking a little pee-pee.
Schwanz.
Yeah. Location tag.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not even gonna read that caption. I'll get upset. But
dude, it's bars.
Are you doing bars in your
I
captions
was.
now?
I mean, I got my IG fill for the fucking summer between all of our
summer, the year.
Yeah, truly. It felt good to be back and active on the grid after a little bit of time away. But no, dude, the bars, I stand by the bars. I told you I had been preparing to the point where I was dreaming in bars. I had to get them off.
Okay. So your brain was broken by Instagram.
Oh, no, my brain was broken by just consuming too many Action Bronson fucking freestyles.
In the name of posting on
in
IG.
the name of the grand art that is hosting
hip hop, an art form you first discovered at the ripe age of 23.
To wrap it up, I don't think I'm on 18. I don't think I'm on the list. That would be stolen valor. Like
what
you're
list?
the boxer list.
Oh fuck no.
But just like we're going to call out relentlessly with a bunch of trends on this show, the idea of one co-signing boxers like you do to the point where you have this list, and 2, seeing it in our little bubble in New York, whether it's girlies, whether it's geysers, but a boxer style, flowy, stripy,
but these shorts,
is going to be a thing.
But these shorts exist independent of boxers. To you, these are boxer coated. To me, these are the lightest pair of shorts that I own that I'm going to wear when it's fucking 105 degrees out.
Think about the Paul Mescal Gucci kind of
those are short
coated,
shorts,
and those are boxer coated as well to me. Elastic waist and stripes, and the shape is boxer coded.
I see your point, but I think it's moot.
Okay,
and I refuse to accept the premise of the comparison.
I'm just bringing a lot of discourse to the table today.
I understand.
That's
I saw the gear. I smelled the
I wanted
gears
to bring
turning
it up last week and I forgot.
Look, I'm just wearing the fucking. It's hot out, brother. I'm just trying to survive.
It is so gross, dude.
Yeah, it's like biking through soup on the way here.
So what's the top?
The top is a linen polo from Zegna.
Oh,
I think it's vintage.
Okay, what do you mean you think? When did you?
Because
wear
it's bought off eBay.
Oh, nice.
And I don't know enough about like the Zegna tags to be like, oh yeah, this is fucking spring summer runway '89. No,
great
I don't
fucking
know.
brand. It's funny with like and I'll talk.
I mean, does this look contemporary to you? Like, I can't even see.
That looks. It looks like it's probably from within the last 10 years. I mean, I don't know either. You know,
I don't think it's
Zegna's underrated, dude.
Do they put fucking like album drop dates?
Well,
on
that's
the,
like
on the tags
and Rick. Like you have people that like do explainers online that will like literally they decode or geniusify the fucking tags, and it's like that's a bit much.
I mean, I could just like look up the eBay listing, but yeah, Zegna's kind of low key underrated. No,
and I bet the eBay coffers are full of that shit.
This is like 140. I just wanted like I just wanted a brown linen polo. That's literally what I wanted. That's what I sought out for, and pulled the trigger. Target acquired.
Damn, Zegna must be Derek Blasberg the way people be sleeping on their shit, dude. But you do love a brown palette.
Yes,
it's a good polo.
Yeah, I agree. Where the fuck do I find the shit that I bought?
I don't know. You go to your fucking history.
I'm not a big eBay guy. I'm not gonna.
I am.
I'm the. Yeah. Okay. Well, we're gonna get into your fit. The jewelry is Bottega. Purchase history. Here we go. The sunglasses are Vintage Versace. The hat that I'm not wearing is Fantasy Explosion.
He just redropped those, yeah.
Ex Skella Funk Studios, I believe.
With
yep,
the
Skella
fucking
Funk.
that is the stretched out Yankee logo.
Yeah.
Avoiding any C&Ds, I would imagine.
Okay, so the year
Oh, here we go.
of the Zegna Polo.
Drum roll.
Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Hold on.
I don't, dude. You're the one who had it open.
Oh, the year is recent.
Yeah, dude. I love that.
Oh, espresso draped polo shirt L52.
Espresso is a good fucking descriptor for
Yeah,
that.
definitely size up when you're going for the fucking linen polos, right?
What size is that?
L52.
Oh, okay.
L/52.
Yeah.
Not about you. I don't like wrinkled ass linen. I don't like the lived in linen. I know that you have the shirt that the jacket you were wearing, the blazer you're wearing with the fucking boxers, is a linen Legace piece.
Also,
Workshop.
Stussy workshop collab, yeah. With the
I have
matching beach pants.
I have the pants. You got the pants?
I have the full suit. Yeah.
Okay, cool. I got the pants. Any linen, I don't want it wrinkled, especially because it like happens up in the upper thigh and just like kind of, draws the eye to just like an unattractive part of the body.
You can't ride the subway for one stop in linen and sit down and not fucking completely look the shit
rough.
out of a second. But I feel like I used to be super harsh on linen because of what exactly you're talking about, the disheveledness that's going to happen immediately. And you have the linen defense squad that's always like, but that's like the whole point. And I am
disheveled linen, real quick. That's the perfect encapsulation of like what you think you look like, what you actually look like.
Dude,
you think you look like
100%.
fucking Dickie Greenleaf or Tom Dripley. You look like a fucking schlub salaryman sweating his dick off on the subway.
And not to like shit on Stüssy because we love Stüssy, but them selling that crinkled suit that like comes purposely like all fucking crazy creased. I'm like, this just looks bad. So it's like the one miss that they would have in a collection, but I'm not a fan of that.
Yeah.
But no, I'm if I'm wearing linen out the house, like we both are today, and I'll get to my shit later, that shit is getting fucking steamed and pressed with the iron, dog.
Yeah.
Even though it's all for naught.
Yo,
It's
call
waste
my
of time.
linen Tony Stark because that shit getting pressed with the iron.
Nice.
Sipping on Lower East Side's finest. Lawrence, what are you wearing?
I have on row loafers, the eel soft loafer. I have on slouch socks from Hicks.
How could you do these socks in what's the temperature?
Well,
110% humidity.
Well, I mean, if we want to, so I realized something about myself, which is,
oh wow, this will be good.
I can counteract. So
it feels like 94 right now.
yeah, no, it's a good, like I have threadies, obviously, that are more of a midweight, even though they do a lightweight as well. The Hicks ones are very breathable, and the weight is good. So I'm not like, my ankles aren't sweating.
These are your summer Gay Mozart socks.
I could do both brands. I will say that
also we call them Gay Mozart socks. I think they're more of a bisexual, bi-curious Mozart sock.
Bi-curious Mozart. You ever see Amadeus? Speaking of fucking
course.
Academy Award winners, dude, that man was, at least if that is to be believed, one, his rival Solieri, greatest hater of all time, just the best.
Yeah.
And then two is that he was a little pussy hound, dude, Mozart.
Yeah, no.
So he actually wasn't gay or bi. He was absolutely 1,000% het, dog.
Oh yeah, he wanted that
The coochie.
that coochie sonata. I'm trying to think.
I'm about to make music on that coochie.
So do you know how much coffee?
Blow that shit like a diggery do.
Do you know how much coffee Mozart consumed in per day?
Like in terms of cups, like what's the measurement? I mean, it's probably, give me an over under.
It's something. Oh, Jesus Christ. It is said that he could drink up to 30 cups a day.
Yo, and in the movie, the guy who plays Mozart, like that version of him is like unhinged, psycho, horny little gremlin that seems hopped up and yipped up off the bean. So
yeah,
that makes sense. All right, so this is what I learned about myself. So obviously I have chicken legs, right? I love my gams. I'm not self-conscious. People can hate on me all they want. What I realized is the issue lies in my frail wayfish ankles. So when I
that's why you have these ankle weights on?
So when I neutralize them with the very straight Mozart socks, it creates a fuller leg, and then it makes the calves look better. So now I'm like, I don't think I could ever go back. Now that I learned this about myself,
I don't think any of this is true. But hey,
no, this is all. Whether
self-perception is reality.
Yeah, 100%. Moving on up, I am also wearing linen shorts, and this is my advice for fellow eBay warriors. Right, everyone is all Armani.
Do linen shorts Are they effective with the breathability when you have like a layer on? I assume you're wearing underwear. Are you wearing underwear? And I'm wearing Hanes boxers.
I'm wearing Supreme Hanes boxers today. Boxer briefs.
Yes, like when there's a layer underneath, the breathability is kind of like almost doesn't matter as much versus like being on skin.
What's interesting about these is this is an 85% linen, 15% polyester blend.
Okay, this is a Hondo P linen.
Yeah. So, and I think that's to give. I don't know if these look like. I know these are like gray, but they're really more like a silver, like shark skin. And if you didn't have the unnatural fibers in here, I don't think that you would get that sheen. So I appreciate the design element. My advice is that everyone is on Armani's dick.
And these are Armani.
But here's the thing: one of the best ever do it. Everyone wants Collezione. Look at old Emporio Armani, which is actually the brand that collaborated with OL. It wasn't Armani proper.
Yep.
And you'd be surprised how many like beautiful, big, flowy, kind of interesting fabricated shorts are going to find with double pleats and all the shit that you want. So don't just limit yourself to whatever fucking bullshit TikTok is shoving down your throat. Collezione this, Collezione that. Look at Emporio Armani. Look at Armani jeans even. Anyway, that's my advice for today. The belt is...
What year? Like, do you know what era these are from?
Recent? No, I have no idea. I think they're pretty old because there was a period where like, and this is probably peak Armani, where like even like the sub brands, kind of like Ralph, were like dialed, right? Because it was just like, and even if maybe it wasn't like as respected at the time as like mainline, aka Collezione, because of where we're at in the fucking trend cycles, this has never felt more relevant, even though again, like this is cheap shit. Like it's not expensive. It's not like, like here's a vintage Armani suit. That'll be $750.
You know what's funny? You always talked about how you prefer vintage shops and curators and collectors to do the work for you. You're turning into a bit of a fucking eBay hound, a little truffle pig.
I've had to...
Because you're broke.
I've had to start... I've had to start the great replacement.
Because we are broke.
No, I don't think we're broke. But
we're broker.
Even if times are lean.
Tighten that Western belt.
Tighten that fucking Maxim Henry belt. No, I've had to start the great replacement. No white boy summer. So I'm like, listen, I could be overcharged or I could do some digging. I could get in the trenches, save a little money, find some gems, and I
could put on a movie from 1961 and during the intermissions and key, Act 1 and Act 2, fucking scroll eBay.
Maybe the shit is so long because there is like a legit 10-minute intermission, and then even the beginning of the movie, you almost think that the stream is fucked up because there's like another 10 minutes of just black and the score playing before the opening credits start. So shave off 20, now you're looking at 3 hours and 20 minutes.
Oh, it's like a Dune.
Yeah, exactly. Yo, and by the way, it inspired Dune.
Sick.
White Savior Summer in the desert. That's exactly what's happening with Dune.
You should go back and edit.
That's what's happening with Star Wars.
You should edit your Letterboxd review.
Yeah, to White Savior Summer.
Yeah.
Should that be the title of the episode?
No.
I bought, there's also some other cops that I'll be wearing you are going to hate. There's some interesting shorts that have made their way. Maybe of the cargo variety.
Oh, can't wait.
Maybe of the swim trunk variety.
You've been watching some reels, brother.
Oh, yeah, right.
You've been watching some fucking here's how to dress like Austin Butler ass reels, huh?
Yeah, well, am I born a Kennedy vibed out today?
No. You wish. You fucking wish, bro.
But like the baseball hat, the collared shirt, the big shorts, the loafers and socks, I feel like I'm born a Kennedy, dude. What do you think of that shit, by the way?
The brand?
You think it's like, is it even real?
I think it's fake.
You think it's fake?
I don't know. It's so bad. There is no such thing as so bad anymore because the bar is so low that like things start at bad. If things aren't bad, that means they're fucking fire.
Yeah, it's all relative.
It's no longer boom or doom. It's fucking born a Kennedy or nah.
Is the Sporting Rich pie that big that like a mother like this the worst brand of like born a Kennedy, so born cursed?
Yeah,
like what do you, like
a sniper's dream. Like a sniper's dream. No, it's like but
is the pie that big? Is her like this old money aesthetic? Is it that much big business that like no pun intended?
I don't know if Sporting Rich is necessarily old money aesthetic, but I think that like the old money aesthetic that is Gen Z is like they're guys. Well, it's like West Village girlies, right? Where it's like
kind of Xenia. Xenia feels a little old money aesthetic. I feel like we're both kind of born a Kennedy today, dude.
What?
My man's in boxer shorts and
boxer shorts.
I'm
in boxer coated fucking pinstripes.
Okay, I regret to inform you and the audience at home that Born a Kennedy New York is a real brand. Can I read the... Ooh, okay. Introducing Born a Kennedy's debut collection. They're also doing drops. Like
it's a collection.
Rich. Yeah. A small yet cohesive array of wardrobe essentials. Boom. Essentials. Featuring a neutral palette, this collection is designed to seamlessly blend with any outfit, offering a twist on the basics.
Boom.
Sounds very much like I was going to ask me. Blending timeless style with modern flair. So that's not even a full sentence, but that was positive as which. And the slogan is, do well, live well, dress well.
I could agree with that.
Live fast, die young.
Yeah.
This
live fast, die pretty.
I mean, this they made like AI made a West Village clothing collection for the girlies. This is I'm wearing this, dude. That's what I'm wearing this fit.
Yeah. How's your lavender matcha latte this morning, Lawrence?
Jesus Christ.
That's right. You don't fucking you don't consume anything
before
4 o'clock.
Because times are lean, I use my Nespresso. Okay, what else am I wearing? I'm wearing a Kamakura broadcloth button down. I'm wearing an Austria hat.
Is Broad's wearing cloth?
Yo, honestly.
What's the beater? The pleaser?
The pleaser is Hanes. Got my new Celine Sunnies, dude.
Nice.
Do I look like Morpheus?
Morpheus?
White Morpheus.
No.
No. Take the
a little more of the professional.
Take the blue pill. The podcast ends. You wake up in your bed and believe whatever you want to believe. Take the red pill. You stay in the Thunderdome, and I show you how deep the sock discourse goes.
How many tabs open do you have that are just like jokes that you like have pre-planned to get off?
3.
Okay.
And
I've
used 2 of them.
What's number 3?
Do you like these?
What's my door number 3? Yeah, they're cool.
The third one is it's a setup for when we do sock discourse.
Okay.
So these in gold, have you seen them? They're like the It Girl sunglasses.
I kind of like the silver though.
You want to try them on?
No.
You want to see how you look?
No. Yeah.
Okay.
I can't see how I look.
Yeah, you can. There's a mirror right in front of you. What are you talking about?
It's all right.
All right. Anyway, what else am I? Rolling on the wrist, wedding ring on the fingy, wifey on the pinky, chrome on the other hand. I got peppermint zin. I got a Celsius of the tropical vibe variety. White boy summer tropical vibe, and then a hydro flask full of Lower East Side's finest brainworms, Kennedy style.
I know.
Hell
Thank
yeah.
God. You eating dog? You gonna eat any dog while you're here?
Wait, explain that. Who ate a dog?
RFK Jr.
He's Chinese? Oh, shouldn't have said that. Fuck.
Yikes. No. Well, he was in Korea. So doubly racist.
You think dog tastes good? Straight up? No cap?
I've talked about how I maybe have eaten dog before. When I was in like the
horse.
When I was in the hinterlands of Thailand. No, I intentionally ate horse.
That's even. Yo, is it crazy to say that? Despite being a dog lover and owner, horse is grosser to me.
That's not crazy. The American diet had a lot of horse in it up until like the pork and chicken lobbies came into power in the 70s and 80s. So up until the 1970s, horse was like a staple in the American diet. The Harvard Club here in New York served like a horse steak until like 1995.
At the Harvard Club, the brightest minds.
Yeah.
Do you think in an alternate timeline there's like horse fillet that's closed on Sunday because they hate gay people? That like you could just get like a fried horse Sammy?
Oh, like instead of Chick-fil-A?
Yeah,
I think so. Dog, yeah, there was a photo of him holding a dog carcass like off a barbecue.
Yo.
And he sent it to a friend being like, yeah, I ate dog. And then I think that he had to also, and then the timelines matched up such that he like definitely ate dog and then had that same year, like 6 months later, had brainworms.
So wait, so you're telling me RFK's got that dog in him literally?
Literally does. And I think
that's why he's so jacked, bro.
It's like a Men in Black situation where there's just a brainworm like making him talk.
Yeah. Puppeteering him from inside.
And I think he also had to deny eating human.
What?
Which
that's some real fucking. That's most dangerous game.
If served to you, would you eat your fellow man?
Whew, nah, dude. I'm not even that much of a fat kid.
If you're given man,
am I starving
or dog?
Dog.
You're picking dog.
What would you eat? What man would be the lowest on like my priority list? Besides,
you're not a little curious.
How's it prepared?
Sous vide, reverse seared.
All right. Ooh, that sounds good. But here's my thing. Maybe human flesh tastes good, but it's just like just society and the norms that have been like the restrictions put on us. Like maybe it's delicious. Who knows?
We don't know. Well, there's cannibals.
Yeah, but
and like mutineers and shit.
Yeah, but with the cannibals, dude, like that's like a kind of like a speaking of white saviors and white boy summer. Like the tribes that are cannibals, like the indigenous people that have never like made contact with like whatever polite society, we'll say.
Well, there's also
when someone died, right? They would ritualistically eat them as like a way. It's like there's method behind the madness. It's not like kill that motherfucker. He looks delicious. It was like this person's dying. We're gonna eat them to sustain the tribe, and it's a spiritual thing.
Is it?
I learned that from the Lost City of Z.
Oh, okay.
Based on a true story.
What about like Mormons when they got caught in the storm and had to eat each other? What about like shipwrecked dudes or mutineers?
I mean, that to me is more. Speaking of savages, that's fucking savage. But
What do you mean speaking of savage? Are you calling the indigenous people savages?
No, I'm calling the fucking Mormons savages.
Okay. Good save.
I just no, I'm serious. I don't think
Good save, Joseph Brigham.
I literally
Brigham Young
made a terrible fucking racist dog joke. I'm so sorry, guys. No, I don't want to eat human. Would you?
I mean, I'd be curious.
You are a gourmand.
Like, if it was served to you with no consequences in a context where it is like, hey, like, this is our culture, this is what we do. You're more than welcome to do this. This is what the food wanted.
Yeah. Eating fucking RFK's brain with a nice fava bean.
I don't like
and
brains.
A good Chianti.
I don't like that type of brains. But
yeah, this shit's fucking. I mean, that'll
wait. Didn't what's his name fuck up the pronunciation of Chianti? He's like, with a nice Chianti.
Hannibal Lecter.
Yeah,
the good doctor.
Yeah, he fucked up the pronunciation of Chianti.
Or did he like do it the right way? The Italian way?
No. He said Chianti.
Chianti. I don't know. He's putting on a fucking affectation in that scene, so I couldn't tell you off top, even if it is tattooed on my body.
Yeah. Wow. Jesus. We're going about that.
All right. Are we gonna do the show now?
What were we talking about? Okay, Shawn Stussy. Let's get into meat and potatoes.
Oh shit! I need to get the press release up.
Oh, is this another tab you have open?
No. It wasn't open. It's open.
Okay.
Now. Why don't you explain the context and then maybe I can read.
Shawn Stussy created a hubbub across streetwear Twitter when they took a break from just regurgitating press releases that were sent to them and posting other people's photos to speculate, nay, claim and shout yop over the rooftops that Shawn Stussy was coming out of retirement, and everyone was so gassed for the GOAT to get back in the driver's seat and fucking put his name on clothes again.
You made a point, and I don't know.
And you're gonna make my point for me?
No, I'm gonna ask you to elaborate. So you seem to believe that because streetwear Twitter and everyone is so fucking stupid that people are like, oh, the Michael Jordan of streetwear is coming back home to the bulls of streetwear, which would be Stüssy, which is not
okay.
correct.
I mean, the first speculative tweets or whatever going out when he just like posted some shit that he then deleted. I forget what the original thing was, but he basically it was still speculative that it's like, oh shit, Shawn Stussy, unpack.
Yeah.
And I think that the natural hope, wish, inclination is that Shawn Stussy, the brand is in his name, was coming back to Stüssy, a brand that he sold in 1996,
and
at the fucking peak of like West Coast streetwear,
and a brand that he has publicly, despite it being his namesake, he has admonished publicly.
Yeah, he treated that shit like Gwyneth Paltrow's bed and shitted on it.
So he's coming back to do his kind of failed grown man streetwear line S Double, which has the unfortunate logo that is SS. Which, come on, dude. And it's like white and red. Speaking of white boy summer, and first of all, I feel like I'm about to get mean, but I've met Shawn Stussy. I traveled with him.
He's a goat.
And I've said this before, and I'll say it again. He really is a living, breathing Yoda type guy.
Okay.
And it
seems like a chill hang. Apparently, his kids are chill. Yeah, S Double was around in like the early 2010s.
Do you remember reporting on it at Complex?
I think so. And it was always just like, this is a fucking kind of a bummer because like it's Shawn Stussy, but it's S Double and there's a slash in there or some shit.
Was it ahead of its time in that he was doing this like Americana workwear limited branding thing when it was moving to like
no, that was
Givenchy, Watch the Throne, leather skirts? It's like
no, because this was
salvage
like,
denim, dog.
While you were wearing Isaiah fucking soft shoulder, whatever the fuck,
Neapolitan tailor,
and then right before you moved into your all black everything Givenchy, you know, side vent hoodies.
Yeah, I was a ghetto goth.
Yeah, Tim's with the sweatpants. Yeah, ass motherfucker. Fucking
J.E. head to toe. Yeah. Shout out the boys.
ASAP Larry over here.
Oh no, ASAP Bullwinkle.
ASAP Schloss Spice.
I wish we could remember what Ferg your moniker was, because I'll never forget I was ASAP Bullwinkle, which was quite unfortunate but hilarious.
Yeah, I feel like this like grown like American like workwear, menswear, Americana, that was very much still a thing then too. And it was kind of like
what year were you saying? What
like
year?
2012, 2013.
On the tail end, but not totally irrelevant. No,
it was kind of in the same vein as McNary in terms of like
not as fun.
Not as
very
fun.
serious.
Very serious and very like like a emphasis on like materials and like brogues and boots like and shit like that.
It's like, yo, do you want selvage denim and Red Wing style boots not from fucking APC and not from Red Wing? You could buy them from Shawn Stussy and S Double. And I just remember like Moy would write about it. We would report on the drops and the collabs because he was like, despite me thinking aesthetically it was a little left the field for like the streetwear lane at the time that was really bubbling. It like felt to me like unnecessary and like he had missed the window.
It feels like a brand that did very well in Japan.
Oh, for sure.
There's a store in Japan.
There was an S double store?
Yeah. There's fucking like every collab is with like Porter, Yoshida.
Yo, I think his tags, he had American and Japanese sizing and like a dual tag, which is kind of cool because I think that was the only two markets that existed. And Japan probably being the bigger one.
S double Surf Shop Tokyo opening recap from when was this? It was in Meguro-ku or Nakameguro.
He was even making surfboards under the S double moniker. I feel like after he kind of shuttered this line, or still was recently.
He was making surfboards before Stüssy clothing line.
That was the original kind of pursuit.
His first thing ever was making surfboards that he would sign, and then he would like make kind of like accompanying merch with like the hand style. Yeah. And that's what became Stüssy, the brand that we know and love, and that I'm literally wearing today. I don't know, man. I think like why relaunch this? Why not just like keep chilling in Hawaii and be rich? Obviously, it's very expensive to live in Maui or Kauai or where the fuck he is. Yeah. So I'm sure that maybe he's doing this in collaboration with Globe Skateboards. So maybe they're like offering a little financial motivation to redo this. Obviously, the name recognition is such that people are losing their shit over him like posting and deleting. And again, I think that people are just like misconstruing. They're thinking Shawn Stussy back. They're immediately thinking Shawn Stussy back at Stüssy. Right. Not Shawn Stussy launching this brand that already had a false restart in 2020 and was last around, I think, in like 2013, 2014.
The 10-year kind of cycle makes sense since like a lot of the stuff that didn't hit 10 years ago, like maybe or again on the tail end of stuff is like hitting in more of the moment now. I think that this to me, well, one, it's like, bro, it's like the Biden thing. Don't you want to retire or stay retired? Like, why do you want to work? Maybe you need the money. Maybe you need the power. But like, come on, dude. There's no way he's that desperate for money. Part of me thinks that.
It's all like varsity jackets with like leather sleeves, which was like, I can't even think of that.
Well, it's the same shit that's the world tribe shit. It's like the same. And I'll say this, right? Everyone can tap into the Dior Shawn Stussy collab to kind of see where his head is at with like putting graffiti on ties. And I'm trying not to be mean, but I didn't personally fuck with that stuff. I don't like Dior at all. So like adding Shawn into the mix and his pen didn't really like move the needle for me. If I could speculate for a second, I would bet my money that this guy who hates the brand that he founded and what they became, that has his name, I think part of him is like, because like, yo, is Stüssy number one? Yeah. Right? Affordability, fucking
versatility,
great value, versatility.
You can't walk in the store and not buy anything.
And like every cool guy that you know or follow or whatever is like, they have Stüssy pieces and they're doing the best collabs. They got Nike, they got OL Workshop, whatever. I think part of him is like, yo, I'm butthurt. I want to fucking beat them at their own game. Though I think they don't even make the same shit. So I'm like, I don't know what the point of this is.
Beat them at their own game. Good luck. I mean, good luck, Shawn.
Yo, it was also very expensive. Very expensive.
It looks like it's very premium materials. I believe it was like made in Japan or made in the USA. I don't know. This is all speculative. We don't have the fucking facts because this shit was 12 years ago. So like, I don't even know what happened 12 weeks ago.
Should I read his note?
Sure.
His public note. Shawn Stussy checking in to let you know that I have a new project coming with the Hill Bros and the Globe Crew. This is like the skate company that you mentioned, which like also again, they must just be providing the money here, and maybe they have a personal relationship,
and the infrastructure and the development and the
We are making goods again together under my S double mark. We all started working together over 30 years ago. There you go. After I retired, the tides have changed and shifted, and we now find ourselves replaced to have another. I can't read this hand style, and we now find ourselves perched to have another go at it. Hope you approve and are ready to keep some rack space open for our work. I am engaged and ready to move the needle once again. Big aloha, Shawn. That sounds like a Biden thing. I'm engaged and ready to move the needle.
Yeah.
It's a little...
maybe it's going to completely blow us away, and we have no idea what we're talking about, and it's not just rehashing. It'd be kind of weird if this dude just like tried to do what he was doing 10, 12 years ago. So maybe it's completely new. What?
Yeah, I would bet on it's going to be a lot of that like Americana denim.
And maybe it'll fucking hit, bro. I don't know. Everyone's wearing everything these days. As I was quoted in the New York Times talking about shorts in seam lengths.
We're still talking about shorts in seams.
Well, now we're talking sock insane of length. But
we've moved on.
First, we're going to talk about Derek Blasberg, your favorite Instagram follow.
Not anymore.
Getting in the news for all the wrong reasons.
Yeah.
While staying at pal Gwyneth Paltrow's crib in East Hampton, I assume. Chateau Goop. He went poop in the chateau.
Mm-hmm.
He shit all over Gwyneth Paltrow's bed, made a hasty exit, left what some are reporting between $20 and $300 as a tip for the maid.
Even though it's a wide range, that is not enough to deal with a bed full of human feces.
And I don't think from the descriptions, it didn't sound like it was like a turd in the sheets. It sounded like it was a fucking there was a firefight.
Yeah, in his fucking butthole, dude. You think he'd fully diarrheaed the fucking bed?
I think he went. Maybe he had one too many poppers. Maybe
he went ape shit.
The butthole was hanging a little loose. And I think he went fucking ape in the chamber.
What kind of like goop creations does Gwyneth serve when you're like posted up at her house for a barbecue, and like, wouldn't that make any normal person shit themselves, right?
Yeah, but my spidey senses are tingling that it was more of a cocaine and popper mixer than it was, and like maybe like a rogue prawn than it was a fucking goop, shake or whatever.
He felt the rush. He had a cocaine and popper smoothie and just fucking
yeah, bro.
I mean, when you shit a bed, that ruins the mattress too.
If it leaks through,
right.
I imagine.
$300 if that is the upper fucking tier of the money left. Like, dude, what is Gwyneth? You tell me Gwyneth has Lisa mattresses in the crib? Like,
well, it's not. I don't think he meant. I mean, I hope it was to kind of tip the staff that had to deal with it, and not to like replace the mattress. Because I'm sure Gwenny's sitting on fucking
shit
5-figure mattresses at least.
That's a tip for the housekeeping, not
to replace.
Get yourself. Don't spend it all in one place. Go to Bed Bath and Beyond.
You think Gwyneth Paltrow is Tekla bedding? Magnaberg at least,
dude.
Definitely,
Derek Magnaberg,
1,200 thread count on those hoes. But my guy shit all over the bed, and
so this was a blind item, and then he was outed, and apparently everyone was saying that this was amongst the upper,
it was the talk of the town,
the upper echelon of your Jerry Seinfelds, your fucking Billy Joels, your Gwyneth Paltrows,
your Oprah, your Orpas.
Yeah,
you know Oprah's real name's Orpa,
like the whale. That's rude.
Orpa.
I'm kidding.
Or pop.
I'm making a fat joke.
Oh, okay.
Well, here's my thing, right? This guy, Derek Blasberg, for people who aren't familiar, is like famous for being a hanger-on and like being friends or friendly with people much more famous than him and him taking pictures with them. I don't know like what he does.
The last job he had that I can recall is that I think he was hired by YouTube and some absurd salary to get celebrities and his like celeb friends to post vlogs on YouTube.
To wrangle the homies.
Yes. To be like, Carly Claus, can you just do a vlog on like making your Carly cookies and put it on fucking YouTube and Bella
Can you do a vlog about supporting the IDF, Carly Claus, please?
I think he's close with the Kushners and the fucking Ivankas of the world. So like that's his crew.
Has this First of all, if you're this guy, this has to be whether it's based totally in reality or it's been kind of like a game of telephone where like maybe he just dropped like a hard turd, which like pretty easy to clean up, and then maybe he's super generous with $300. Either way, this has to be the absolute most mortifying thing that could ever happen to a guy like this, right?
You think Dumois was like in the bed, just like, oh, I see corn. I see he was at that barbecue where they were serving corn.
There ain't no corn at the Goop Chateau, dude. No chance, bro.
Really? But it's not that I don't know. I mean, this is mortifying. Yes. Regardless of what you think of the guy, you got to feel a little bad for him.
No, everyone was
for literally shitting the bed.
But everyone was going straight Schadenfreude on his ass, because I think that people have wanted the downfall of this very public kind of schmoozer and hanger on. They wanted. This is what people have been craving for years.
What outed him? What I think what people are pointing to is like IG comment on like some photo he posted of him in the Hamptons, lamping in the Hamptons, or maybe it was Gwyneth Paltrow's, where it was like poop emoji, crying face emoji, poop emoji, toilet, dynamite stick bed or some shit.
That is a savage lineup of hieroglyphics.
Elite permutation of emojis, which that is just a fucking not like us life ender right there. But I don't know, man. You got to feel bad for the guy. You can't always have 100% control of your bowels.
Where does he go from here?
He's got to piss. He's got to He's got to piss in the living room.
He's got to piss on a rug, dude.
Or he leans into it and fucking becomes the shit the bed boy and just like sells merch against a reality TV show. The
fact that he absconded, I think he probably regret, because that was the whole thing too. It's like leave the money on the dresser, fucking pop out, take the jitney back,
get a blade back to the heliport.
Because I feel like if you own up to it in the moment, like the rumor is still probably going to get spread because this is high society. But
I was born a Kennedy.
I was born this way with a gaping asshole.
Yeah. Oh, I don't actually have an asshole.
Why would he have an asshole?
What?
What did you say?
I was born without an asshole.
That's going to the Paltrow, dude. She's fucking, that shit is sewed up fucking tight, dude. No, I think you made it worse, bro. You gotta fucking.
You gotta stick around to keep it under wraps too, right?
You gotta do your own damage control. You gotta
clean it yourself.
You gotta sweep the scene CSI style. You can't leave the money and run.
And you know what you gotta do? You just gotta start jerking off everywhere and leave like cum. So when people come with like a black light, they're like, there's jizz everywhere. Like this guy was just coming. Forget about that. Whatever that stain is over there on the bed. We got to deal with all this jizz.
No,
that's more normal than shitting the bed.
Is it?
Jizzing on like the.
What would you
TV
rather
and
somebody
shit?
do in your guest bedroom? Come everywhere or drop a deuce?
Come.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Because
Easy.
what you don't know can hurt you, and like it would be less obvious than if there's just a stinky turd disaster in a bed.
Well, I feel like, yes, like shit is a life ruiner, right? Cum is a life giver.
It is life. It creates
It
life.
is life. Well, it depends on when you define life as beginning, Lawrence. You fucking.
True. You're shot at the Supreme Court. Yeah.
Idaho.
He's someone that like in my early days of like getting on Instagram, I was like, I have to follow this guy. He's so tapped in. He's so connected. I don't know. Cause he just seemed like, cause whatever he was portraying,
You wanted
became
that?
real. Perception is reality. And I perceived him as being a real player and a mover and shaker.
When did you unfollow him?
Oh, so long ago.
Okay, good.
I feel like I've met him at some point too.
This guy, I think, everyone's always like, why are you always so fucking hating on like narcissists and self-centeredness? And it's like, this guy is the like that incarnate.
Yeah.
And I think if the world becomes more like him, we're all fucked. Where it's like, there's only an individualistic outlook. You don't care about the collective. You don't care about other people. It's just about you, me. And this guy is like the fucking essential oil of narcissism. Yeah. So
a hot burning star at the center of his own universe. Well, is the stink of shame going to stay on him, or are we going to move on? I mean, we're going to move on.
We're going to move on.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not going to move on. We're going to talk about embarrassing poop stories ourselves. But this kind of reminded me of, I mean, the specifics are such that like it's definitely real, right?
I think it's too specific to be false.
There is that urban legend of. And it's funny how like everyone has their own version of this, hence it being an urban legend, that there was like a hoity-toity girl at a fucking fancy party who took a shit.
Right.
And in the New York version, this happened on the Upper West Side.
Nice.
At a house party, free crib, as we call them.
Free crib, baby.
And
free crib?
Free crib.
Free crib?
Free crib.
Free crib.
This girl took a shit.
Title of the episode.
And it didn't flush.
Yeah.
And she panicked. And she reached into the toilet, scooped this massive fucking breakfast burrito of a turd and threw it out the window.
Yeah.
And then there's like different variations of like it hit somebody or like, it like.
That's where people put their own spin on it depending on where you grew up regionally.
Well, that's where it enters the spin zone.
Yeah, right.
But I don't know. It's
the
like
flush zone.
Maybe this will just become kind of like 200 years from now, people will be talking about this, but it'll be like, oh my God, did you hear that Oprah shit in Jerry Seinfeld's mouth?
I mean, that's tight, dude.
Yeah. No king shaming.
Wait, who's shitting in whose mouth in this scenario?
Orpa, birth name Orpa.
Yeah, Orpa.
Shitting in Jerry Seinfeld's mouth. On some weird like
free Gaza shit.
Free Gaza, kink shaming, power dynamic shit.
Yeah, I was gonna say if it's the other way around, that's a fucking hate crime, brother.
Yes.
Unless you want it, unless you ask for consent. I mean, if I'm Derek Blasberg, I go to Gwyneth Paltrow, I ask for consent to shit the bed. That's what I'm doing.
Not to get really dark, but did you ever read Malcolm Gladwell's
to get dark?
The Outliers.
No, I fucking hate Malcolm Gladwell.
Okay, this is before society turned on him as if it was a cool thing.
Before he shit the bed.
Before he shit the bed.
Metaphorically.
But not to get really dark. But he talked about his story. Now, he was kind of like an outlier due to his like circumstances as a descendant of slaves. And he talks about how he found his like great, or not even that far, great grandfather's like diaries when he was a slave owner.
Yikes.
In Jamaica.
Wait, Malcolm Gladwell.
So he came from he descended from both slaves and slave owners.
The moral of the story is don't make fun of Malcolm Gladwell's hair because then you're being racist.
And this is really dark.
Yeah.
In the diary, one of the punishments that the slave master would induce upon slaves was he would shit in their mouth.
Ooh, so emphasis on the deuce and induce.
And force it shut. And you just had to like sit there in the hot Jamaican heat with a mouthful of poo-poo.
With a mouthful of fucking previously oxtail.
And this was like the way that he ended the book. It was such a fucking weird downer. It was such a weird epilogue and like awful, like obviously objectively horrendous and terrible. Anyway, I don't know where this came from, but
we should just read. We should let's lighten up the mood. Let's get lively. Let's talk about the times most recently when we've shit ourselves.
Okay.
Mine happened in college. I was at a Wake Forest men's Demon Deacons basketball game. I do not.
Chris Paul playing?
No, he left. He declared for the draft right as I came
Tim
to
Duncan
school.
playing?
No, wait, he's even before Chris Paul. So I don't remember what I ate or drank. Presumably some double-digit amount of Busch Light. Definitely didn't help. But I remember cheering for a basket in the student section, and I shit myself.
While cheering?
While cheering. This
Full
might
shit?
have been like literally in the first quarter. And you got to realize
like
too,
a
that,
shard or a shit?
Well, you don't know. You don't know until
What do you think?
Immediately I was like, I got to get out of here.
What?
And what sucks is because this is, so you're pre-gaming, right? You're tailgating, then you're at the game, and then there's all of the post-game festivities that are yet to come. And this is my freshman year. This is the first quarter of a game. I'm so excited.
The post-game festivities came for you, brother.
Oh, they did.
They came early.
They came early, bro. So I just remember like slinking out.
What? Were you wearing shorts or pants?
I was wearing shorts, which is why I was fucking scared. Well, I didn't know. That's the thing, you don't know. So I remember you fucking clenched that shit like Paltrow, right? I remember sauntering up the stairs of what was the fucking stadium called?
Who cares?
Joel.
Doesn't matter.
No. It's like because
it doesn't matter.
The Lawrence Joel Veterans Memorial Coliseum.
Okay.
So I luckily with the game having basically just started, there was no one in the bathroom. I assessed the situation.
Was it bad?
It was a shark.
Okay.
But with shorts and even
a short chart
and even boxer briefs, like you don't want any fucking leakage or drippage. You don't want to have any evidence on your fucking gams, you know? I just remember doing the thing that like I'm assuming anyone at home can empathize with when you shit or shart yourself is you toss the underwear, you fucking clean up as best you can, and then you free ball it back to your dorm with your tail between your legs, and my day was ruined.
And that tail was actually Dookie.
Though it happened early enough in the game that I was able to rally, clean myself up in a completely empty communal bathroom because everyone was at the fucking basketball game, got my shit together, and I just waited for the game to end. And no one even really was like,
where's Larry?
I think maybe some people like what's going on? I mean, everyone's caught up in the school spirit. I don't even know if anyone missed me, but I remember still going out afterwards to Freddie B's, hitting the bar, get a fucking drink, and it was all good. But I was mortified because you shit your pants within the first year of college. It's like Derek Blasberg. The stink stains on you, stays on you forever.
You're the smelly kid.
Yeah,
you're the shit his pants kid.
I don't think. And I think I might have told the story later, and had a bunch of laughs at my own expense. But in the moment, I was not busted, which was like my biggest fear.
That's rough.
Yeah. What about you?
I guess last time was I talked about the shower shitter, right?
The shower shitter, waffle stomping.
No, the phantom shower shitter at my school
that was doing it as it was an act of aggression.
In every communal shower, he and we think we know it was a he would just shit in the shower, and it was like a problem. The only shower
was he ever called out?
He didn't know, and he probably should have been
taken to task. That's fucked up, dude. It's disgusting.
Yeah, he probably should.
We're talking turds?
He probably should have been supervised, I guess you could say, or had like a more like supervised educational experience.
Okay,
I guess you could say
a diaper from student health.
Yeah, but also like a diaper,
a helmet.
Yeah.
Sign him up for the Vassar football team that didn't exist.
Yeah. I think he went out for the rugby team.
Wait, really?
I think
that
so.
Makes sense. Wait, so were you talking turds?
I don't know. It never happened in my shower. It never happened.
I wonder why.
I don't know why. I think because we were like kind of in the corner of the dorm. But the last time I shit myself was, I think I've told the story, but a few friends and I, we did a torta tour of Sunset Park.
Delicious.
In deep Brooklyn.
Until it's not.
Yeah. And I was walking home. I lived in Fort Greene at the time. I lived on South Oxford between Atlantic and Fulton, which now is like right off Barclays. But this is when Barclays was being built. And so this neighborhood was isolated, fucking
desolate,
like nothing going on because it was a massive construction zone for the most part.
They hadn't built the Buffalo Wild Wings yet.
That was there. But
really?
I was on the other side of Atlantic.
Oh, okay.
Like not Bergen, but I don't know, whatever. So I'm walking home, obviously, with like 6, maybe 4 or 5 tortas in my stomach. Shit is going
6 tortas deep.
Shit is going south of the border real quick. I let the tortas talk, and I had to just squat between 2 cars and just let her rip.
What was the wipe? How do you wipe?
I took my boxers off and used those, and then just like left them. But
so
you
didn't shit yourself. You shit in public. You got out ahead of it. That's actually
in like a construction zone. There was like a bodega kind of like halfway up the block where like a bunch of guys were hanging outside, and I was like, please don't fucking see
Do you
me.
think anyone saw you?
No.
What was the?
There were like no street lights. It was like a dark ass street.
Let's get real gross and specific. What was like? Was that explosive diarrhea? Was that just a big old turd?
I don't know. It was not a turd.
Do you even remember the best torta you had on the torta?
No, of course not.
The torta.
Yeah. The tortas. No, I don't know. So anyway, sorry.
It comes for the best. There is no grown man living that has not at some point had a brush with the brown stuff.
A brush with the brown death. Absolutely.
Yeah, that's gonna happen, dude. We are men. If we are nothing else, we are men, and we shit ourselves.
You know what you got to be careful of when you shit your pants? Just FYI for anyone that is planning on doing that later. Yeah. Of course, you check your shorts, your underwear. Well, you got to use the underwear as a tool at that point. You got to check your socks.
You could use the socks as a wipe.
You could.
But you got to
make sure that anything that's dribbled down the back of the legs haven't touched your ankle cloth, which brings us to the next topic, sock discourse, replacing inseam discourse. Lawrence, what the fuck is going on with people's dogs?
I don't know where these things begin. I saw a tweet.
Well, they start at your toes.
And they go to your
and where
ankles.
they end kind of depends on your sock of choice.
So it seems like this is a classic generational feud, Gen Z versus millennial, where Gen Z, the young, cool kids, are hating on, I would say, you as a geriatric millennial, your sock of choice, which is ankle socks. And then you have the backlash, which is millennials being like, okay, so ankle socks aren't cool, but what's even whacker is desperately trying to be young and keeping up with sock trends, which is like, okay, are there even sock trends to begin with, or is this just strictly personal preference?
I don't think it's Gen Z's against ankle socks. I think that Gen Z is... I don't even know... This is so fucking stupid. Is Gen Z pro or anti no-show socks?
Is anyone pro no-show sock? I feel like socks
there are situations where I think a no-show sock is appropriate.
Hit me.
And here's the thing, right? Whether or not you're... This is similar with shorts inseam length. I think the worst thing is to be like, yo, like crew or die, crew or death, or like no show or no bro. Like you can't pick one sock that is a blanket sock to every single outfit, every single situation, every single piece of footwear. The best thing you got to do, and this is only for the fucking big brain listeners and watchers at home and in the room, is you got to understand that the sock is a cohesive part of the whole fit, right?
Absolutely.
You think you just fell out of that coconut tree?
Yeah.
That sock belongs to everything that came before it. So like, I think there are situations where no-show socks look good. I think that with a high short and like an athletic sneaker, it looks like you just went barefoot down to the fucking, it makes you look like it lengthens the leg. It makes you look super athletic. Weak ankles be damned.
Yeah.
Personally, I with shorts, I prefer an ankle sock, which is what I'm wearing now, if you can see it, which is like just above the ankle. But whether it's white, whether it's black, whether it's patterned, whether it's the textures is super important, as you are well aware of with your bi-curious Mozart socks, your bi-curious Beethovens.
My pussy getting fucking Mozart.
I think that a fun sock, whether in the form of like a neon pink or a fucking pattern with like ducks on it.
I think a solid pop, a Paul Smith style sock, is not technically a fun sock. Once you start bringing in patterns and shapes and multiple colors, then you're firmly in fun sock territory. And then I think we can actually be prescriptive for once instead of descriptive, which is that no, do not do that.
But I think it's how much sock you're choosing to show. I think it's, does that sock does that sock pop fit within the color palette of the rest of the fit?
Okay.
What are the shoes you're wearing?
Absolutely.
Like, what's the footwear, right?
Absolutely.
Is it something dainty that's showing like more sock than usual and some
gilly
fucking
lace, if you
some
will?
some toe cleavage?
Some fisherman sandals or jellies.
Are you wearing a suit where you should not be, or like something formal where you should not be showing leg? Right? Are you for or against white socks and loafers?
Well, and I think that's where a lot of this is coming to, where people are focused on white socks with loafers specifically, because that is everywhere right now, whether you live in fucking, Brooklyn or, you live on fucking Instagram, despite being in like Ohio or wherever. They're focused on that specific trend. And then they're also focused on height when people are missing things like texture and the context that you're talking about. And it's almost like we've done a bunch of memes making fun of the sock discourse, even though, like, to be clear, we're not fucking naive and we're not hypocritical. We're talking about this for 10 minutes. I get it. I think people are they're just missing the point, which is that
what?
all socks matter, besides fun socks.
Yeah.
Which sock?
Besides socks of color is what you're saying. That's what you're saying. Besides SOCs?
Fuck, dude. I walked myself right back into that one,
Yes,
dude.
you did.
Damn. I fried that dog.
Especially those socks with little dogs on them.
Yeah.
No, I think it's like,
Do you have a favorite? If you had to, okay, how about this? Can you pick, like, if you could only have one type of sock?
Ankle socks. Because I think I don't want to cover too much leg because it's hot.
Yeah.
These are like athletic. I can like run in them or play tennis in them. I can just fucking wear them with sneakers. And then if you're wearing pants, like, it doesn't matter. If you're wearing baggy pants, not a fucking crop pant.
Which, like, is not even really like a thing anymore.
Yeah. So to me, this just
just like the whole thing was like, there's still like certain, I think, classic menswear establishments. I'm thinking of Sid Mashburn that are pushing the no-show or the no socks thing, which, like, I feel like you always thought was corny, but I definitely, and a lot of people listening were definitely like,
well, I was just thinking uncomfortable. Your socks, your feet, your dogs must be sweating, and you're just like
Then it was the whole ankle is the male cleavage. That whole fucking, whatever GQ Details Esquire headline, that fucking bullshit. That was a movement. I think I'm gonna go with what's crew and what's calf? Because we were debating.
So you have over the calf, which I think goes over the calf.
Cholo.
And then you have crew, which I think is like either right below your calf.
Okay.
Oh, no, wait. I think it like is the middle of your calf. And then mid crew is like right under the calf.
I think I'm a mid crew white sock guy. If I had to, gun to head, and I didn't think that all socks mattered, that's probably what I would go with.
As your one sock?
I think so.
I just think that, but do you hike them all the way up, or do you kind of like let them slouch naturally a little bit?
I love a fucking, my posture is bad, bro. I love to slouch, dude.
You little slub.
Like a little fucking slubby gremlin.
Daddy's little slub. But yeah, you gotta, I'm with you there. I think that having anything mid-crew and up where you're like, it's like taut and like as high as you can go, it just makes you look fucking stumpy, unless you're a cholo, and then it looks hard. But like for me, as somebody with stumpy legs, I'm going to do everything I can to unstump my bottom half.
To de-stumpify the fucking hindquarters and show off as much skin as possible.
Yes, that's why I do ankle. That's why I will occasionally do a no-show when it's just like kind of like a chunkier sneaker.
Yeah.
But again, it matters what the shoes are. Again, these socks cannot exist in a vacuum. They're part, unless you're only wearing socks.
Unless you're going risky business mode.
Exactly.
Winnie the Pooh style.
Yeah. But, it's got to work with the fit. So I think that what's silly to me is the battle between like, it's this. No, it's this. It's everything, brother.
Oh, here's one thing I actually don't like. And I think we made a meme. I don't know where Max probably found this picture, but a guy wearing like, the very popular like Doc Marten fucking kilty loafers, and he's wearing like Nike dry fit socks. So you can see like the logo with the loafer. I understand that we could debate whether we like loafers and white socks till we're blue in the face, and whether that's like classic Ivy or that's like some fucking bastardized version of a trend from fucking 60 years ago. But that to me, it's like you can't wear an athletic sock with like a loafer or a proper shoe. I think that's, and I'm not even here to debate Nike shoe, Nike sock. What do you do when it's like a fucking, brand like ASIC? You got to buy ASIC socks, like, or do you go fucking?
No, I'm with you. I think, having the swoosh over a loafer, you're like, oh, you're that guy that's trying to do that thing now.
Which is funny then that this whole discourse is, first of all, is this discourse even real? Are we making it real? I
don't think so.
But like this idea of like,
I'll be quoted in 3 stories about socks 1 year from now.
But every millennial who lived through the Nike Elite Sperry movement, like Those were all fucking.
Shit was a movie. Shit was a fucking.
Shit was a.
Shit had an intermission of 10 years.
Shit was a 30 for 30, dude.
Shit had a 10-year intermission.
That to me, it's like, you know, we've kind of all. Well, I never did that myself. I think that.
Are we sure?
Yeah, we were too old for that.
Come on, bro. I'm sure there's photo evidence of you pissing on some guy in your frat house. Getting splashing on the fucking Sperry's.
But it's funny that
with the drifties.
It is interesting that there is a generation that is kind of like weirdly obsessed with socks. And I would say, get over it, brother.
I think just have a variety and understand that you need to. There's no one choice. I think that's the mistake people are making. That'd be like, oh, I'm only going to have one. Well, I guess there are people that are like, I'm only going to have one pair of shorts or one inseam length. But like, I don't know.
It's a spectrum, brother.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you got to taste all flavors of the rainbow.
I think we can all agree that the discourse is now officially over. We'll still be making memes, making fun of it because it's clearly like still a thing that people want to fucking argue about on our fucking shitty subreddit.
The discourse that hasn't started yet, that you and I, as we always are going to be You'll be 1 year ahead. I'll be 2 years ahead. The summer footwear we're fucking with right now.
Oh yeah.
And I feel like this actually might be one of the few trends that has emerged over the year 2024, is kind of like zesty, dainty footwear. The daintier and zestier, the better.
Absolutely.
I'm talking slippers. I'm talking sandals. I'm talking soft ass, unstructured loafers, such as like what you're wearing.
Yeah.
Those fucking weird gray green plastic gardening clogs.
Oh, the plasticanas.
Yeah, the Bushwick 2s. Those were a thing.
Do you think those are going to have any legs? Because that happened. I feel like that already happened.
Yeah, I'm not a fan. In terms of like the mainstreamification of it, I mean, ALD put out their version, right? You got
of the fisherman sandals?
No, of the plastic gardening clog.
No, theirs was more of like a super Berkey style.
Okay,
they didn't do the plasticana. That's like the hemp. That's honestly, you know what? If anything, I think we've now. Talk about getting in the weeds, no pun intended. But the gardening clog has weirdly made way for, it's the gardening clog and the fisherman sandal have now pushed the fucking jelly to the forefront, which you do not like.
I'm not a fan.
We spent about 10 minutes arguing earlier off mic, and I'd like to bring this back up. Whether or not a jelly is a brother, a cousin, a second cousin once removed to the fisherman sandal.
No. You're not saying that. You're saying, they are effectively the same thing. They're essentially, it's just material. And I'm like, well, they're not the same thing because you can't make something out of leather and something out of fucking soft plastic and put them next to each other. It's like you're in a
apples and oranges.
It's when you're in a Chrysler 300. You think you're in a fucking Bentley until the Bentley rolls up.
So that was where we actually agreed. Where not everyone can spend 600.
It's not even. I'm not even talking about price.
But that's the whole point.
You put a fucking Unk 2 fisherman sandal next to zesty Unk 3, the jelly. They're not gonna look the same.
Unk 3.0.
The structure might be similar in that there's like a woven basket weave that partially covers your foot.
Ooh.
They're not the same, bro.
Yeah, I just caught you in a pretzel. I believe you just said no less than 5 minutes ago. The daintier and zestier, the better. And what is daintier? What is zestier than a jelly, my friend? Ooh, Jimmy. Looks like you are
a thong flip flop.
All right, here's
the anomaly proves the rule.
Okay, that's fair. Let's take this a step further. Flip flops are not going to come back. I do not think.
I think they will have a little bit of a moan. I myself will not be participating. I wear flip flops to the beach if it's a pure fucking beach day.
What? Slides or thongs?
Reef. I have a pair of reef thongs
with the bottom opener.
They unfortunately don't.
Do they? No, all form, no function on the reefs.
I have a bottle opener hat.
Which you said broke the first time you used it.
The first time I tried to use this like $12 red stripe hat that I bought on Redbubble, it broke the brim in half.
Hooray, money wasted.
Yeah.
That is, there's only one person that I can think of that looks cool in rainbow specifically, and that is the king, Daiki Suzuki.
Okay.
Because he fucking lives it, he breathes it. He's going to Rockaway to surf as an old man.
Yeah,
and he is in a torch pair of rainbows, and that to me is cool because it's Daiki.
Whoa, don't be homophobic, bro. Pride Month might be over, but you don't gotta call things Daiki.
Do lesbians love thong sandals? Because I might have caught myself on another one. I'm getting caught a lot up today, dude.
I think that, like, if you go full Abercrombie fucking jeans with a little butt crack showing, if you look sick, if you have the puka shell necklace and you wear you have some thong sandals on with like the jeans overflowing them a little bit, it can look cool. I'm never gonna really wear flip flops unless it's a pure beach setting, and even then, I'm wearing Malibu sandals or fisherman sandals.
But your Malibus are like clogs.
Yeah. No, they're like they're like mules. They don't have a back.
Right. All right. Well, one, I have a little riddle for you. And then I want to talk about mules because I have a lot of thoughts there. What do you call a stud on a motorcycle?
A dyke on a bike?
A Daiki Suzuki.
Nice.
Mules. Are we at the point where like mules are no longer cool to continue? I'm not
going to say that. I just think that are
they overexposed?
Sure. There's a ton of sneaker mules, and when you start sneakerfying stuff, very rarely do the hybrids gets pulled off. The one exception I think that we both agree on is the Stofa open lace shoe, where I had to order a gray pair back in May.
You influenced me. I got the black ones for you.
I influenced you before you even saw me that I had them.
Well, and
part of me thinks that you wanted to get yourself a pair because you knew I wasn't going to get my pair before Paris. You're like, I got to get my pair before Europe.
Not even before Paris. Before
Italy. Yeah.
It was a bit of a. I'd already told you this, but I'll say publicly. It was keeping up with the Jameses type situation, 100%. And we both
shout out Stofa though, because I think that. We talked about them being brand of the year. I think that, and I went there to pick them up, and I saw Nick. And I was like, yo, bro, who knew that the made-to-measure suiting company is becoming a footwear company?
They have a full fucking spread. They added 2 like great leather sandal options as well. But what they have done the impossible, which is they have made hybrid. They're not hybrid dress shoes, right? But they have taken a ghillie open lace style thing. They have taken a slipper and they have put them on a rubber sneaker sole. And they're not just wearable, but they're the best shoes out right now if you had the money to spend, I would say, which is a gargantuan task that I can't imagine anybody else really kind of fucking taking to that level like they do.
I think the little window into the sole they provide, aka the top of your foot.
The window into the sole.
Nice.
Beautiful. So well said.
It gives you a chance to play around with the sock component of the fit, whether you keep it tonal and you have a black pair, I have the gray pair. If you go black on black, I think that would look fucking hard. I think if you go, I did a little like a mustard yellow with the gray shoe.
That palette was smacking.
And a tropical wool brown trowel from Drake's.
But that's not a fun sock. Just because you have that pop of, bright mustard. Like, again, that's like why why Paul Smith was knighted, because of that level of big brain move. It's not a fun. If I had poked through the window to your soul and I had seen some type of fucking polka dot pattern, I might have had to have some fucking stern words for my boy.
I think the most pattern I'm doing a sock is like a heather weave, or
is that even pattern, or that's texture? Where texture meets pattern.
I don't know. Tomato, tomato.
Big Jones. I love it.
Or there's I don't know if they're still making socks, but this company SEI Studios in Seattle. They do like kind of like it's very like Blackbird Spy Plane, like hand dyed like abstract flowers.
Okay,
but like they look not tie dye. But you kind of have to like take a step back to realize that like what you're looking at is
it's a magic eye.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I just got I ordered some row slippers or some row loafers off the Real, but they're super soft and unstructured, very thin,
similar
dainty
style to these like 70s strappy boy, or
but without the kind of like pinched.
The without the pleats in the
and I don't know if they have the strap across there. I think it's just like the most minimal fucking loafer possible.
Real low key, like for menswear, like people like don't even know it's there. Like there's crazy fucking deals. The only thing is that half the time shit's gonna be fake, probably.
Like, and the styling is like truly atrocious. It's like they have one mannequin that's like they use for men and women.
That mannequin is so run through, dude.
That mannequin's got 1,000 bodies.
Holy shit, dude.
But
if your mannequin's on the Real, that's 1,000 bodies, bro.
I mean, we've been fucking with dainty footwear for a minute. Like
it was on the Fitties probably 2 years ago.
I would even argue that these Clove sneakers are like a dainty sneaker where they're like sleek. They're like minimal. It's kind of a spectrum swing back from like the chunky, gorpy, techie sneaker, which we still love our Asics. We still love our Solomons. We still love our Air Humaras. But you got to have all the options.
So it's another spectrum.
Exactly. It's a shower shitter spectrum.
So I'm going to do jellies. You're not doing jellies.
No. I'm still doing my fisherman sandals.
Yeah.
With the open back.
The mules.
Yeah.
They're mules.
What's a mule and what's a slipper? Does a slipper have a back?
A slipper has a
What's
heel
a sandal?
cup.
What's a sandal?
Some shit. Yeah, sandal. Does a sandal need a strap? Is a flip flop's a sandal? That's like you slide into that. You slide into those. Slide your dogs in. I don't know. No RFK.
Slides have open toes and mules don't.
Yeah, mule
What?
is always a closed toe. I know that's for sure. The mule has to have a
Okay,
closed
but that's
toe.
not a sandal.
If you had a mule and you chop the toe off, you got to slide, which is a sandal.
You got to slide. Sorry for this fucking slow ass internet. The heat has melted the, I guess, like Verizon cable or Spectrum cables. Or
Tell
whatever
Jerry we need more servers, dude.
or Optimum. What are we on?
I don't know. Dude.
Trying to load up an article from bgfashion.net.
What the fuck is that, dude?
Well, it's just like, what is the difference between a slide sandal and a mule?
Do we think that this is another so for the average person who is not tapped into the only podcast that matters, are they going to be served up fucking jellies on Reels and TikToks next year? Like, do I have my one summer window to like wear these out and feel superior to the fucking unwashed masses, the Denzians of?
Are you going to wear them with
Kennedys?
socks or with socks?
I have. You remember how we were going to do a thing? We were going to talk about like the grossest things about us at one point. I don't know if that was tabled. Bro, my toes are haggard. I'm fucking Frank Reynolds with the toe knife, dude. My shit is fucking not good.
Ugh.
So while, of course, I'm going to have toes out at the beach if I'm next to a fucking body of water, the aquatic creature I am, I see myself wearing jellies with straight Mozart socks.
By Curious Beethoven's.
By Curious Beethoven's. I see that happening. You know, I think that's the way. And like wear them to pod, wear them on the street. I don't know if they're gonna hold up. Yo, speaking of the row, that was the whole fucking drama that all their jelly, you know, which looks amazing, apparently is fucking breaking left and right, and the girlies are pissed.
$900 for the jellies, which like it's like, yo, you are buying some soft plastic shoes. Sandals are an open style footwear that includes straps that cross over the instep and run around the ankle to secure the sole to the wearer's foot.
Oh my god! Now
So
we're just
heels can be
splitting hides.
sandals.
I guess.
I can't do this.
But
I
to your
can't do
point, a
this.
slipper has a heel.
The word sandal is Greek in origin and is pronounced sandalon.
Oh, and here's what kind of also got me thinking about the jelly fisherman sandal pipeline and how related they are is because there's that ancient Greek sandals company that it's a plastic jelly upper on a leather sole where they're kind of having their cake and eating it too. So what is that? That's a fucking bastardized hybrid that like I kind of fuck with that. They're also very expensive.
I think it's again, we're not being prescriptive. We're just talking about what you and I both like collectively and what you and I kind of like within that umbrella of dainty footwear, like individually what we're fucking with. Mm-hmm. I think that, I mean, you know, the fisherman sandals that we're talking about.
Separate but equal.
Yes.
I'm trying to get us to White Boy Summer. We've been going long, dude. Not really. We're
going to get to White Boy Summer. Don't worry about it. But yeah, I think like what we can agree on is that the Stofa open lace shoe is a phenomenal, like they threaded the needle with like, it's a hybrid. It is dainty. To me, it doesn't read sneaker. It doesn't read shoe. It like is in this like,
does it read sandal?
No, but it's in this like perfectly muddled area where like, it's such a fucking bastardized mutant that I love it. And I think
shit's
like
muddier than Derek Blasberg's sheets, bro. Shit is hitting on every fucking cylinder. No, they killed it.
Don't treat it like
they're resolable. I don't know
resolable.
where you take them to get resold on organic rubber soles, but you can.
Don't act like Derek Blasberg shit and don't sleep on them. But yeah, they're good. And I think that the zesty dainty footwear trend, I think, is one of the few things that like boat shoes fall under that.
Yeah.
And I think that while I don't like boat shoes, you like boat shoes. The zesty dainty footwear is finally the third trend that we've identified in 2024.
We're really only at 3, right? It's been lean out here, despite all these.
You could say that old money aesthetic, even though like that's like an offshoot of quiet luxury.
Absolutely,
where it's just like the Shein and IG brands and TikTok brands have like caught on. So maybe we put that on. But what boat shoes, right? Which I think maybe we just turned to. Maybe it is its own thing. Maybe we also do like dainty footwear. We have. What else?
There's nothing. It's been crazy.
We have one more. Sweater tied around the neck.
Love that. You've been doing that a lot. Yo, old money aesthetic, baby.
Well, you know, I had to do that because I was biking into the city and it was going to be cooler that night. It was on my birthday. And there's no way it was too hot to wear the cashmere silk orally split neck, long sleeve polo.
Captain Save It,
I've
John.
been wearing and collecting Orly for a long time, not just since their spring summer 2025 show. So what I've had to fucking tie it around my neck. It was pure function.
Did you do intentional sprezzatura off the shoulder?
No, I fucking
And let the wind take it where it may.
yeah, flapping like
pleases.
a bird wing.
Yeah, that's probably the one that like, again, guys, we're reaching for straws here for the fitties because like it's weirdly been a trendless fucking desert out here. I feel like
Which
TV
I
Lawrence.
like because I think
it's better. That's great, and that is a direct fucking result of what we've always been talking about. Not always, what we've been talking about recently with a lot of guests and amongst ourselves, where everyone's going deeper, right?
well, everyone's trying everything. I think that no one's like necessarily, and that's why people are so riled up by like, no, my thing is the right thing. It's like, nah, your thing is the right thing to you.
So this is how we get the sock discourse, is because of how there's no fucking trend.
Exactly, bro. Yo, go try to push ankle socks on a cholo and report back. If you could speak with your fucking jaw wired shut. All right.
Sometimes you got to pop out and show motherfuckers.
You know where I was headed while wearing the Orly knit tied around my neck so jauntily.
Pray tell, Jimbo.
Well, I was headed to the Polo Bar for a fucking birthday dinner.
Did you enjoy the sights, smells, and sounds of the Polo Bar?
Unfortunately, there was no horse on the menu, just in the paintings on the walls.
You were in the downstairs dining room.
Had a drink at the bar. So, okay, we're going to go through my birthday weekend. Happy birthday to me.
Happy belated, buddy.
I'm a
38-year-old podcaster.
I'm a scant 24. Some guy at my birthday dinner actually guessed, some fucking old guy that thought he was being funny. He was like, what are you, like 34? I'm like, thank you, bro.
Nailed it, brother.
Well, first he's like, happy 25th. And I'm like, shut up. You're wasted.
Shut up, bitch.
But on my birthday eve, I went to Polo Bar.
Yeah.
I'd never been. It was a surprise. I was taken there and I was told like dress nice. So that's when I did the I was like, are these okay? Like, I think they're a sneaker, but like, are these okay? And they're like, yeah, it's fine. The Stofa shoes, mustard, doing a fit check for my Polo Bar inauguration.
You can fit check if you want to.
The mustard socks, more of a Dijon than a yellow mustard. The Drake's trousers, which I have as a suit, but I bust out them out of separates. Then peach cantaloupe EG button up.
My man was looking
short
like
sleeve.
a damn buffet. He ate.
Yeah. And then the fucking oatmeal orally over that.
I do love colors and John's related colors, like the colorways where you describe them as food. Espresso, cantaloupe, Dijon.
Oh, I mean, I forgot it. In the fit check, I was gonna be like, yo, it looks like the black and brown combo looks like your fucking drunk unk got, left the steaks on the grill for too long.
Man is well done.
Built up that char. You know what putting that fit together made me realize? I love creating color palettes and
You're an artiste.
colorscapes.
Yeah.
You know? Where it's like they're all related, but like cantaloupe with the fucking dookie brown. Who'da thunk it? Just Jimmy.
Just Derek Blasberg.
I shit on that melon.
Wait, so the Polo Bar is probably the one restaurant in the entire 5 boroughs I had been to before you.
Yeah, it's not a competition.
No.
You went
I'm
there before. Yes, you went there for Shane Gillis, and
Yeah,
I went there for my birthday. It was great, and like it was. I was a little.
How do you get a res? Oh, you was surprised someone got the res.
Yeah, I was a little concerned that like all the hype and you loving it and making it sound so fucking good was gonna like mismanage my expectations. Mm-hmm. It was impossible to be overhyped. It was still really fucking good.
Yep.
The food
exactly
was
as advertised.
The vibes were like 12 out of 10. The food itself, great, fine. It's like just great American eateries.
Classics.
Pastrami sliders, pigs in a blanket. Bangers. Crab cake I could have missed.
Oh, yeah?
Missed me with that crab cake.
It's a skip.
Shrimp cocktail, phenomenal. Huge prawns.
Gigantic prawns.
Yeah, great remoulade. What else? I said pigs in a blanket. Oh, and then the burger.
From the Double RO Ranch, speaking of grilled.
Burger was okay.
Which one did you get? They normally have a special. There's like a special.
I got the classique.
Same. Yeah. I liked it.
The most impressive thing was it was shared and it was cut perfectly.
It came pre-sliced.
Where I think that they slice every. So my technique, and I learned this from DJ White Privilege, is when you're cutting a burger or any sandwich, you take the top bread off.
Yes.
You cut the sandwich with the meat, and then you cut the bread separately, and then you reassemble. Mm-hmm. This was like every ingredient was sliced before then being assembled.
It's like they sliced the bib lettuce independently.
Or they fucking had like a laser, right?
I mean, shit, I don't know.
Ralph Lifshitz, like, I don't know.
Purple label laser, dude.
It was really a lot of fun and great wine. The crowd was a little
touristy.
I think just because of the holiday weekend. There were some kids that were like playing on their fucking like Nintendo Switches, just being like bratty.
Like Central C.
But yeah, exactly. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. I highly recommend going to the Polo Bar if you can ever.
Do you agree
score
or
yourself a
disagree
visit.
that the ultimate can't miss best bite are those pastrami sliders? They blew my fucking cock
They're
off.
really good. They're really good. And I was really hungry and it was the first thing I ate. So like they were like extra tasty. And like the fried olives.
I didn't have those
at the bar.
Oh.
I don't know if it's a bar snack. Excuse me, they just asked for them or if you got to order them.
You can't even just sit at the bar. You got to make a res. There's a doorman. I talked about this. Oh, was everyone dressed easy and cool?
It was mostly old folks.
No, the staff. Because that's what blew my mind is that everyone was dripped in fucking horsepower.
The maitre d' was in like a Jeffrey Epstein swag with like jeans.
Ooh, let's go.
Like a navy blazer,
Hell
like
yeah.
a fun like yellowy tie.
I like that.
But then everyone else, I think the bartenders were like in uniform. The staff was in uniform, right?
Yeah.
I believe.
I just remember the doorman in like the classic polo coat and me being like, fuck, dude.
Okay,
Nice
there's
guy.
a,
You look
you went during
awesome.
the winter.
Yes.
I went on a hot summer night. There was a door woman because women are pimps too.
Go and brush your shoulders off. Go and brush your camel hair off.
And she looked great. I wasn't like, oh, wow, look at her fucking polo shit.
Yeah.
But, you know.
Great drinks. But that's my biggest
There was a
bump.
dude there in a baseball hat, which I heard is.
I wasn't allowed to wear my hat downstairs. I could wear it upstairs. If you go downstairs to that dining room, or I guess in the dining room that's past the bar, they're going to ask you to remove your hat. And you should keep that in mind because
So this
if your
guy was
hair's
like
not
a-
done, you could look crazy.
This guy was like a, you know.
Could look like Malcolm Gladwell.
This guy looked like he had like Chad surgery. So I was like, oh, is that like Scott Disick? Like, who is that guy? But he was just a fucking guy, I guess. So that was my birthday eve. Then for my birthday, I treated myself. I gave myself a little birthday present. Yes. In addition to flying home first class on Air France, which fucking sucked.
In
It was
addition
not
to
worth
shopping
it.
your face off in Europe.
Yes. Birthday month. I told you
Birthday
that
bitch.
flight back was horrendous.
You said you were shitting on Air France like Derek Blasberg.
Exactly. Poo-poo. I booked myself an hour at the tennis court that's on the 4th floor of Grand Central Terminal, which is a bucket list item. Very expensive, not gonna lie. And usually very hard to book because like it's fucking, there's one court. And it's mainly for dudes, like rich guys that are like commuting in and out of Grand Central that are coming in for an hour of racquetball before playing the market, trading on the markets. And then another hour before I had to go home to the wife and children.
lunch break. We're not playing squash today. Today's tennis at the Grand Central Terminal. Me and Thaddeus are playing at the terminal.
Which Donald Trump had the lease to that for
He
30
did.
years. That came up in, it was up in 2009.
Yo, my man plays tennis. Like
Trump?
you never seen the photo of him with his
With
fucking
a huge ass.
with his juicy peach out? Gwyneth Paltrow's worst nightmare.
Yeah, with his Wilson 3.
With all the McDonald's and fucking well done steak seats, he would fucking crush your guest room.
Oh my God. Nah. Yeah.
Or you think he's you think he's constipated?
I bet he shit's clean.
Like, do you know what? Did you
His
have
his solid gold toilets.
I probably told this before, but you know what the slang growing up for a clean turd that like, okay,
Ghost wipe?
you always you wipe one time, a British boy.
Why?
Clean cut. Like a British boy. Like a little British boy.
I've heard of ghost wipe where you're like, you
Ghost
wipe
wipe the ass.
Ghost wipe, yeah. Ghost wipe today.
Wait, is Ghost Ride the Whip the outro music?
Yeah.
Okay, sick.
All right. So my review on the Grand Central Terminal tennis court.
Yeah.
Definitely still a bucket list activity.
Mm-hmm.
If you and a boy or you and your friend can do it, do it. I will never be doing it again.
You and a boy, not you and your boy.
You and your boy.
You and
your homie. If you and a British boy, if you can pick up a fucking little boy on the Epstein Express at the Polo Bar,
Lolita Express,
and
baby.
take him down to play tennis and take him to the locker room. Very janky conditions. The court itself, fine. But like, if you go back far enough, there's like an overhang on both sides where if you were to like swing up, you would hit the ceiling. Like
do
you
like
can't,
an overhand smash.
yeah, like you can't hit the ball like up because it'll just like hit a ceiling that's like 8 feet high. So
That's not ideal.
Very claustrophobic.
How many courts are up there?
Just one.
What?
Horrendous acoustics. You can't hear what your partner's saying across the net.
I feel like it would be like a cacophony.
It's very echoey. It's very
Yeah,
echoey.
okay.
Look, it's sick, and like obviously you're there
Cavernous.
like to just like do it.
Yeah. And to get flicks.
And to flick up. And you can go to the Campbell, which is the secret bar in Grand Central afterwards, but their beer selection is terrible.
But that's where it's a big oyster destination, correct?
That's Grand Central Oyster Bar.
Okay. Got it.
That is like popping constantly. Campbell's kind of like low key, like quiet, very, very beautiful, very like old New York.
Wait, bad.
Very old money. What Campbell.
What do they have on tap, James?
Brooklyn Lager. Have you heard of this place?
Swill,
Have you heard of this place, Brooklyn?
Fucking swill. I'm not drinking it.
What am I, a Dutchman?
Hipster bar? No, thank you. Is this brewed in Brooklyn?
Yeah.
In the third world?
Brooklyn?
Fucking Kona, Golden Ale.
I love the big wave, dude. Shout out
Listen,
Shawn Stussy.
big
dude.
aloha to my fucking Mahana, but
Also, aloha to Mahalo, Industry Season 3.
yeah, that's my holla.
The 11th. Whoops, my bad. Shout out my holla.
She was appalled at my white boy summer IG story, but
Wait,
I'm not there yet.
appalled at the not you, the content.
At the content itself.
Mhm. Yeah, I
Not
can't
that
wait to
I
hear
was
about this.
disparaging white people. She was probably cheer that on because she is
Bravo.
a revolutionary sister.
Oh, God damn it, dude.
What? Okay, it's a great 1-2. Like if you're looking to just fucking ball out, like book yourself an hour up there. Realize that it is not worth going back to. It's a unique experience.
Mm-hmm.
Hit the Campbell. Honestly, Campbell, great like midtown date spot. If a bit touristy. And then then I went to Four Horsemen and Karaoke for my birthday. Then on the 5th, went to a Yankee Red Sox game.
Wait, real quick. So your summer bucket list, if we do an update, you're checking boxes. I'm checking boxes.
What is on your summer bucket list that you've checked off?
Finish a book. Dive
Oh,
off
wow.
a cliff.
Drunk drive.
Wear the white suit and not get a stain. And then the only not drunk drive and not get caught. No,
Well,
I can't
you
drive.
can't drive.
Yeah. I played into that. No, and then the only thing I haven't done yet is a perfect round of cornhole. And I've been playing a bunch of cornhole.
Oh, nice.
But
Shout out Island Creek Oysters. They offered to send me some oysters to be like, yo, when you're grilling, let us know and we'll fucking send you a crate of oysters. We'll rent to you.
Pro bono?
Yeah, I think so. Shout them out. You get a little pre-shout out.
But you played in Grand Central. I remember that was on your shit.
Was it? Damn, I don't remember.
Oh, playing catch with your boy. We're not there yet, right? Have you done that yet?
I have.
Oh.
I did at actually with the Big Hogs bachelor party.
Damn. So where do we go from here if we're just checking off everything on our summer bucket list? Do we
I
need
mean,
to
we're all summer's halfway over.
Summer is over. July 5th means summer.
I wanted to have a catch outside Yankee Stadium when I went to a game on Friday night. Fortunately, we were working all day because the pod don't fucking stop. Yes, we were working for 4 hours on
things are
July
still
5th.
coming.
Yeah. The things that are coming are
We're
quite
expanding
big.
our empire.
All right. So the only things of note at the Yankee Red Sox game was
The Red Sox won in extras.
your team, your fucking, do you even know who
Dude, the
hit-
Yankees have lost like 15 out of 20, right?
The Yankees are very bad. The Red Sox have been very good. The Yankees were one strike away from winning, and the Japanese guy,
Yeah,
you
that
know
guy.
his name, right? Because
Yeah.
you're a Red Sox fan. What's his name?
Soto-san.
No, Daiki Suzuki. He hit a 2-run home run in the top of the ninth to tie it. The Yankees fucking blew it, and then in the top of the 10th, the shortstop, what's his name? Red Sox guy?
Javier Bardem.
No. He hit a 2-run home run that eventually won the game. The only thing of note that was like, well, one, it was incredibly fucking hot. Like I'm sitting there for 4 hours just
And
sweating.
it rained, right?
There was a rain delay. The rain was hitting 3 rows in front of us.
Oh, lucky.
We were like just made it under the overhang.
Birthday
And my boy
fucking
Chris that
miracle.
bought the tickets, he was like, yo, I was going to buy tickets in that row, but they were like $20 more. And this was just like, we had the aisle on our row.
When being cheap fucking goes right, dude.
Yeah, bro. It was awesome. I've never been to a rain delay game. Dick sucking Ron, who had missed out on the weekend's festivities up to that point because he had been,
Raising his child?
I'm not doxing him or finishing my sentence for me.
Sorry.
But he was just traveling. And so he comes back and he came in hot. And I've never seen this before. He did something I've never seen before. And I don't encourage this, but there is a way to do this. Dick sucking Ron found a way. And I don't know if you've ever seen this. He found a way to just like, with impunity, steal beers.
Heist of the century.
Yeah.
Well, how do you...
This was like the town, but with beer.
yeah. How do you do that?
All right. So I'm not co-signing this.
This
I'm
is a
not
parody
endorsing
podcast.
this. This is satire.
Yeah.
This is all allegedly. Dick sucking Ron isn't real. So there's this new like beer kiosk depot like system at Yankee Stadium, which I've never seen before. And I'm in the 200s. I'm not in like the Legend Suite or anything. Like this is a main level. You walk up and you get in line, and as you're waiting on line, there's this like trough of there's 2 lines, and in between the 2 lines is this trough of ice and beer, and you just kind of like select what you want. Mm-hmm. I'm realizing like, yo, this water is disgusting because like I dip my hand in there, it's covered in mustard and ketchup. It comes out, it's no longer covered in mustard and ketchup. I'm sure people have shit their pants and like weren't washing their hands properly.
the beer trough.
And dipping their hands in the beer trough. So, I pick out like 2 fucking frosty Coors Lights. Yes, the mountains are blue. Honestly, kind of a sleeper shitty beer for me now.
Coors Light?
Yeah.
I'm trying to think.
It's just straight piss.
I'd rather have Bud Light.
Nah.
But I'd rather have that than Amstel Light. Coors Light.
Yeah. Bud Light sucks. And I'm not saying that because I'm transphobic.
Okay.
So you wait in line, you like get your beers, and then there's like this scrum because there's like 5 cash registers, right? And you're supposed to go up and you pay, and then you exit right. And you kind of just like, it's like being at like, passport control or customs. You just go to like whoever's like free. They just like raise your hand, whatever. But when they're all busy, dick sucking Ron, just with confidence, allegedly,
right,
just walks towards the registers and just bangs a right and just walks out. And
hang a Reggie.
They don't crack the beers. So if you want to, you could shotgun the tall boy or the canned Moscow Mule. Yeah, sure. I don't recommend it. I don't recommend any of this.
No.
You can, because the reason why they crack it is so you can't huck it onto the field. So you can throw it at the left or right fielder.
Right.
Hit him in the fucking head. Right. Yeah, hit Bardem in the fucking bean.
You just fucking bean a bean. Oh.
Ooh.
Whoa. I was thinking of Boston baked beans.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Yo, honestly, self-restraint is a
Should we destroy these files?
Yo, I don't know, dude.
Anyway, so that was awesome that Dick Sucking Ron was able to basically steal $120 worth of alcohol beverages.
Right. That reminds me of, you're speaking of...
Allegedly.
You're talking about passport control in the airport. It makes me think of like how like I refuse to buy anything in an airport. I would steal everything as a joke.
At an airport?
Yeah. The self-serve shit. You just walk up and take your
You do?
No, never.
You throw it on the corporate card.
No, I'm talking about when I'm traveling. And also I have to like I don't want to get myself in trouble here, but
you already have so many times.
No, but it's one of these things where it's like, yo, you walk with confidence.
Yes.
Fucking back straight, big swinging dick, metaphorically between your legs. You just grab that shit, and if you just act like
that big swinging dick is actually a 20-ounce ginger ale that you stuff down
like
your pants.
It's kids, dude. It's a big old fucking
Casper the Friendly Ghost.
Yeah, big old Mountain Valley.
But yeah, I don't know.
If you just act like it.
But bro,
and no one
stealing,
gives a fuck. No one gives a fuck. They work. They don't
beers
care.
from a sports stadium is like
family
unheard of.
Yeah,
and it's like, yo, if this guy gets season tickets, he's gonna bankrupt the Yankees.
Yeah, truly.
It's a victimless crime.
When we were at the Super Bowl, it was also these like self-serve kind of like, like it's like a self-checkout at the fucking.
This wasn't self-checkout. This was self-serve, but then you check out with a person.
Any element of you pawing a beer yourself. If you want to hard enough, you can steal it fairly easily. If you act like, the cock of the walk.
I'm just saying, maybe in the comments, leave the last thing you stole. Okay, and then just to wrap this up, Jamie birthday weekend, had to go to, even though they lost, even though we were down in the dumps.
Oh, I know.
We went to Billy's Sports Club.
The best.
The best in the fucking business. First of all, literally the biggest bar in the world.
It is a warehouse. It's literally it's the Hacienda in Manchester, except it's in the Bronx.
It is ravers just full of fucking white boys trying to crip walk because they saw the Just Like Us or Not Like Us video.
Mm-hmm. Wait, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
The thing that always strikes me about Billy's that I love is that, and I'm not trying to be misogynistic, but I just appreciate beauty in all forms. Dude, the bartenders there are all fucking dimes. How is the talent?
Pretty nice.
Hell yeah. Happy birthday, Jimbo.
Yeah. It was fun.
So
I took a video, and I felt bad about this. And I took a video where I was like on the second floor landing, and just like people watching. It's like being on a fucking safari for White Boy Summer. I couldn't believe how incredible like the white boys on the dance floor were going. They were going so hard.
Dutty winding.
They were crip walking. They're doing that like proto Jersey Shore, like beat up the beat, but it's like a TikTok, like it's like footwork.
Okay, like jerking, kind of.
More like juking.
Juking.
Yeah.
Get silly.
Yeah, they were putting the Jew in juking.
Damn, should the outro music be Get Silly
By
instead of
Vic.
Dude, Get Silly is so good.
It is.
Better than
Get
Ghost Ride the
Silly.
Whip though. Get
Rolling
Silly.
up a Philly.
Yeah, let's do Get Silly. Fuck yes. Fuck yes, dude.
I posted a video and on Instagram stories and was getting so much incredible like feedback.
Mhm.
People were just like dying laughing.
I mean,
especially
it was-
like non-Americans.
You got a guy. Was his friend videoing him?
No.
Or he was just living in the moment. Honestly, you should feel bad.
So I tweeted it. I was like, this is really funny. I tweeted it. And I was like, should I make it negative? Should I make it like, just that white boy summer is happening? But I wrote, sad to report that white boy summer is continuing apace. And a few people called me out and I kind of felt bad.
Because you're like taking someone's video without their consent.
Which in this
Or
day and
being
age,
racist
in this
against
day,
white
well,
people.
first of all, it's
Right.
whatever. This day and age, like, come on, shut up. But it was like, some of the response were recording MFers having fun is a new type of low. Go home or get a life.
Wow.
They're enjoying themselves while you're enjoying watching them just to talk crap. Mind your own business, ho.
Yeah, I love that he said talk crap and then called you a hoe.
Yeah.
That's a good comment. How
But then other
mature.
people are like, God, I'm so glad I've aged out of convincing myself these places don't suck.
Billy's is objectively incredible.
Oh, here we go. Recording strangers ain't it, buddy. Go back to spazzing about short length and loafers. Definitely got me there. Oh, this guy got me. And this, I was a little worried. I was like, oh, shit. Nothing worse than recording strangers harmlessly having fun so you can make fun of them on the internet. Get out of Billy's. I was like, whoa,
Wow.
How do you know where I am?
They know you got doxxed.
Do you have a sadistic humiliation fetish for what? Let him cook in private. And look, this is I think like it was half like, what are you doing? Fuck you. And the other one's like, yo, Billy's is white boy ground zero. The kids are all right. Yo, this is fucking awesome. Love to see it. But did you know that like,
Dudes
white boy summer's been politicized?
I read the article in the New York Times. I was, bro, the alt-right, dude, they're really good at fucking, dog whistling fucking messages of hate via memes. This was Pepe. This is fucking white boy summer. Like, I get it, dude. This is what they do. And they do it much more effectively than everyone who died in the great Antifa massacre has heard about in Civil War.
Anytime I shit on white people, I get dragged in the subreddit for like, yo, like that's racist. It's not. You can't be racist against white people. Shut
Read
the
a
fuck up.
fucking book.
Racism is power and prejudice. White people have the power. So, hey.
That's just math.
But it is amazing that, like, I just tweeted out white boy summer, right?
Well, that was your mistake. If you had done the video without context, it goes viral and it's hilarious.
I know.
You had to make it about.
Or if I'd said happy to report that white boy summer is continuing the pace.
Oh, you
right?
were shitting on.
But what I've
him like
learned,
Derek Blasberg.
what I've learned in my 39 years on this planet now,
Wait,
is
what?
Because you were 0 for a year.
Whoa.
Yeah, 800 on the math SATs.
Holy fuck, dude. So
Yeah.
I'm actually 27? The fuck?
Yeah, I just found
That's
a chink in your
crazy.
armor, and that's not racist. There's
Yikes.
no one more sensitive and quick to get defensive and lash out than white boys, right?
Mhm.
Which is like so fucking.
Which is also, bro, the antithesis of white boy summer. You're not supposed to get buttered.
Real
You're supposed to
pussy
rebel. You're supposed to, if you were actually having a white boy summer, you would let that fucking hate roll off your back, brother.
off your white pale back.
over your
That probably
fucking-
has-
over your red ass sunburned neck.
Probably has acne from the weird supplements you're taking. So one guy goes, they hate to see us free and winning. Fine, funny, right? Whatever.
Wait, they hate to see us free? Maybe use a
Yeah.
different word, brother.
Then this is where I was like, oh shit, I don't want this to get extrapolated and misconstrued and dragged into some part of Twitter I don't want to be a part of.
You
Where
already
I
were.
don't delete tweets. You're a big tweeter and deleter.
I thought I made a great Derek Blasberg joke and it just fucking falls flat and it's 2 hours later. I'm like, fuck, get it off the fucking timeline.
Let it
I'm
cook.
surprised you deleted. I really am. That's so unlike
You're not
you.
going to be deleted. You're not going to be surprised after I tell you this quote tweet.
Oh, no.
That I was like, oh fuck.
Is this the
Literally after 1 minute, I deleted it.
is this the straw that broke the whiskey ginger of White Boy Summer and made you delete it?
Most boomer tweet I've ever done. I don't even know what words I can say in this.
Wait,
Fuck.
can I see it?
I'm going to say it because I'm quoting him. Well, I'm also not going to say it. Okay? Relax.
No.
I see that
I'm-
gleam
I'm
in your
not-
eye.
No. I just want to. Okay, go off.
What do I say? I can't say it, right?
No,
Even though it was a baseball.
I think you
Okay.
can.
It was a baseball league that was recently, the stats were
Canonized?
incorporated into overall baseball league stats.
You can. I mean, it's not the one. It's the one
Okay.
adjacent. Say it.
Mark of course, goes, most boomer tweet I've ever done, but imagine typing and subsequently posting some shit like, quote, unfortunately,
I think you can.
quote, unfortunately, the Negroes are still hogging all February. Gentlemen, it pains me to report the African Americans get another day. They're calling it Juneteenth. Do not fret. And that's when I'm just like, yo, bro, like you're obviously a fucking retard and a racist one at that. I
Don't say that
cannot.
either.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
It's cool, but you're getting worked up because they got
I
you.
cannot be dragged into like you are taking something that is you're making a racist mountain out of a white boy molehill.
Yeah.
Get me the fuck out of here. Ejecto, delete. Why has white boy summer been ruined paradoxically by white boys?
Yeah.
That's the fucking like you can't. This is why we can't have nice white things because the white boys will just ruin it.
Honestly, you know what? I'd like to start a petition. White boy summer, no. Even worse, white savior summer, no. How about just this? What about just boy summer?
Yeah,
Just
summer.
Just the fellas of all colors, creeds, races, anywhere on the spectrum. Yeah. It's a boy summer.
You heard it here first from this man in his 38th year. This summer's all about boys.
39, because you're 0 for a year.
No, you're 38.
How old am I?
37. Fuck.
I only got a 720 on my math SATs.
Yeah.
Honestly, you know the biggest bummer is that video is such an amazing piece of anthropological fucking entertainment.
Oh, I have longer ones.
And sociological study. The fact that if you just didn't frame it, if you tweeted without context, yeah, we just got a fucking viral hit on our hands. But because you had to politicize it, you had to delete it. You got caught up.
Because I had to put some opinion and you know, these white boys didn't fall out of the white boy summer tree.
No.
Should I tweet it again, just like apropos nothing, or just like?
Here's what I've learned. Because
what have you learned, Mr. Tweeter and Deleter?
Because of a former podcast endeavor that shall not be named existing on a certain media network, whether there's a certain type of guy that follows us or not, they are aware of us, and some of them like us and are part of the throw gang, and some of them are not. And you, my friend, have to realize that you are playing with fire every time you come after, woe is me, Whitey. It's gonna happen, bro. You think all these guys would be happy that Boston won in extras?
Exactly. Also, like you'd think that the Whiteys would be happy that the Yankee fans and the Boston fans were dancing together.
And by the way, that guy had moves.
I don't know. Well, according to you,
his leg was stinkier than Derek Blacksburg's fucking bed sheets.
Nice, nice. My biggest fear was Portnoy was going to be like, oh, of course, like
he doesn't give a fuck about you.
If he just decided, if that video like got tweeted onto his timeline, and he was like, of course, this fucking asshole, blah blah blah. Like, why can't you just be like recording people having fun? And yes, I agree that that's a bit gray area, right? But like,
well, also, not to make it about color.
Welcome to fucking It's not black. It's not black and white. It's a gray boy summer.
Hell yeah, dude.
All right. This has been another episode of the only podcast
How long
that matters.
Was it up
for? How do I see? Oh, and then somebody replied to the guy that said that last one. Somebody replied, "Whoa, tweet deleted. Must have been really bad, or must have been really hideous." I'm like, no, it wasn't that bad. I promise you.
Not as bad as saying not the N-word, but an N-word that
one
you
of them.
shouldn't.
Yeah.
Say
like,
what a shame, dude. Because that guy,
it was that N-word is like the jelly to the fisherman's sandal of the real one. You know,
yo, bro had some rhythm. I don't know what to tell you. He kind of was fucking cooking.
I don't know. I mean, this.
I'll have to look at the director's cut.
This is why. Yeah, this is why. Well, no, I posted the full thing.
Oh, I thought you said you had longer.
I have other ones. I've looked. That was the longest one.
Was he doing other types of black regional dances?
Here, do you want to live comment on the director's cut, the unposted? This is not good.
No, this is a bad two-step. I'm not a fan.
I mean, they really did just watch like Not Like Us video, and they're like, yo, crip walking.
Ooh. Yo, a little shimmy.
Yo, how to crip walk.
Yo, is this also just an effect of TikTok where just white boys feel the need to fucking boogie?
I mean,
which I love.
And that's great. And they should.
Yeah.
But watching them crip walk, I think was the thing for me. And then also, like, every time I like panned over to one guy, like I'd notice another guy in the background. I'd be like, oh shit, that guy's getting jiggy too.
Sometimes you gotta pop out and show motherfuckers. I don't know what to tell you, boy.
Okay, this has been another episode of the only podcast that matters.
Get silly. Also,
White
everyone
Boy Summer.
Listening, whether you're
White Boy Summer canceled.
Now you should fucking dance. Yo, you know what? Dance to the outro music like Jimmy isn't videoing you.
Chef, take us out.